hold on. Fucking, all right. This is going to be Dungeons and Dragons for the night of December 20th, 2022. Trad, do your business.
Throat yogurt. Welcome back. Last week, the party made moves to secure the deep slums, ending a battle in progress they stumbled upon. Several Medusa locked in combat with the KLF Dragon Rider and his steed. The party has not yet made comment on this battle or what it could mean, instead hurrying further south to the Church of Horde, locked and barricaded from within. A quick thinking Nib spotted a small ventilation duct alongside the bottom of the building, and after tearing it open, snuck inside. His initial impressions of the inside were of quiet, dim light, but he soon spied a suspiciously detailed statue of a monk in fighting pose, and in the corner faced a difficult-to-discern pile. Unwilling to get caught out like this, he located the door and, unattempted to pull away the planks blocking it. However, as he did, he heard a weak voice call out from behind him to stop, and instead of turning or answering, began smashing the door to bits, refusing to stop even when a hand was laid upon his shoulder. The rest of the group, standing just outside the door, saw Nib smashing his way out of the building, a thin, young, frightened monk standing just behind him. Once he's rejoined the group and can see better, Nibs finds himself speaking to one of the very people he's come to save, a young boy who's taken on responsibility for the orphans inside since his master's petrification. Quite the task, as the party discovers at least 40 kids in the age 3 to 10 range, all of them hungry. They quickly devour 15 pounds of Nibs' jerky and all of the party's available water, sending Drake up the alleys to the nearest well. After a short scare involving a single cockatrice, the gang opts to get the kids out of the city first, as they just don't have the means to heal the old master yet. It takes some rope and some perseverance, but the crowd manages to make its way back to the refugee camp, where Nibs takes his first run at communicating with the slum elders and finds them to be pretty realist about the situation. They really don't have a lot of concern at first for the 40-odd orphans that the party brings them compared to the 250,000-odd displaced people they're attempting to keep safe and live. But after a short, passionate speech, he manages to convince them to find a loose coalition of hunters and bored mothers to begin taking over the orphans' care. And so the party spends a full 36 hours in camp. Once the kids' needs are seen to, they set about securing ingredients for potions and Kenzie brews a pair. Otherwise, the party does their best to enjoy and make use of the short downtime. While they have made much progress, the city remains dangerous. And as January the 24th dawns bright and clear, they take stock of the possibilities open to them today. The old monk at the monastery is still petrified. The shitty midwife, the bar, is still not cleared of hostiles. And they have still yet to move towards the marketplace or university at all. There's still a number of civilian requests left open for them to work on as well, though their experience with the court orphans has taught them perhaps that some quests pay primarily in pats on the back and warm and fuzzy feelings. So before the party reconvenes to make some decisions, hey Larry, hey Nibs, how do you feel about how things are going?
What? What? What?
What
do you mean?
How do you feel about how things are going?
Nibs is in I need to take care of these kids mode. Why are we getting into the? Why do I have? Am I on like the talks of the Worlds Apart? Like, are we getting into this? Am I on a couch? Am I gonna start talking about how Nibs feels? Nibs is in action mode. He doesn't have time to feel about anything. He just knows he needs to fix the situation with this. But he's trying to get everything. He's trying to save everybody because it is him as a priest or whatever acolyte of Cord to take care of anyone that was in charge of that they were in charge. You know, like that's it. That's what he does. You take care of them.
All right, thank you. Take it away, boys.
Yikes. All right, so we're ready to go, guys. Palmer, we took a long rest. You should have all your shit back. I see your.
Also, hi Palmer. He's going to be really quiet. That could give me.
He is super quiet.
I forgot the thing. Hold on, Trad. I mean, continue, but I forgot to do the thing.
Talk. That's fine. I also forgot until just now when you mentioned it. So go ahead. But that doesn't tie up anything else. So what do you guys want to do? You've got the whole day open to you. Don't all of you run out at once.
Nibs is ready to go.
I don't have the day.
I say we start making tracks.
Yeah, don't we have some people to say?
Yeah, we gotta get old fuck man unpetrified.
Yeah,
That's
like
normal.
there are a few bounties like the grandpa. Maybe going for the underwear. I don't know.
The librarian. I think also Kenzie would like to do that next. That's probably something we could do towards getting paper. Maybe that might be a place we can go for his thing or chalk that he might need or something. There might be something that Kenzie might need. Kenzie? With if anyone else has a burning desire to go anywhere else, I think maybe the library would be next.
I think the Mage College would probably be the best.
Mage College. Oh yeah, isn't that where it is? Isn't that where it is? Or
Trad.
Trad. I thought the library.
General area, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm not there's what it is.
I thought it was attached. I thought it was part of the Mage College because that would be where the library would be, kind of thing.
University in this town is not like so much one building so much as it's kind of like a loose clump of buildings, kind of in part of a neighborhood. So it is in that neighborhood. It is in the university neighborhood, but it's not like physically.
All right. Well, I see that's probably the next best bet also for something we might need. For the reason why we came to this town, probably won't find it, but why not?
I had to update my skill. Yeah, what up, BT? Yeah, you know it.
Unpetrifying this monk guy. All right.
All right.
You out.
And so the party makes their way back to the city. We are headed to. Too back. No. You are headed towards bringing back the monk guy first. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Or at least getting him to the outskirts and coming back in. I don't know. We'll discuss what happens, what we see. No random encounters. Oh, I like it. Uh-oh, we're starting Slums 1.
You start in Slums 1. Exit as required is out the southwest.
Should we go stealthily? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I don't know. Who wants to go first?
I have Silas and Robust.
Alright.
All right, Silas takes off up above you to give you a general idea of what he sees, and he fills you in on the two rats that you can see on the map. Neither of them look diseased. They seem like relatively normal rats. Overall, the area, this part of town seems pretty quiet.
We have rats outside of the shitty midlife.
Alright, well, let's just move through it, man. Let's get this done. I mean, we could also go back into the inn if you guys really want to take care of that part, but I don't know if that's on the agenda. That just seems like that's going to stay that way for a while.
It sounds to me like this is your sort of situation to call.
Well, I mean, I'll be
shut
done
down.
very soon, so let's start moving. All right, I go ahead. Anyone following, or am I just going off on my own?
I will follow behind.
Okay. Come on, people.
As you work your way up through and past the well, you notice the obvious bloodstains of the owlbears and various other things that you fought here several days ago. However, all of the bodies are clearly missing.
All right, we're good to
Most
go.
likely
I just had to update something in
eaten.
my character
Some
sheet.
bloodstains going off in some directions indicate that maybe some things were dragged a bit and then eaten, but as you make your way down through the alley, you still have seen nothing aside from until you get down far enough to spot the rat. As you walk past the entrance to the inn, you do again hear music from within.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Just a silly place. Can we just say we killed a rat and just go past it? Really?
Well,
do we have
if
to go
anyone's
to-
trying to get close, that close to the rat at all, melee terms, it's going to be stealth to see if it runs away first. But
All right, I'm gonna get near and see what it's
we're not going to initiative for the rat, though.
Yeah, all right. What is it doing?
I see Ben closest. Ben, roll me stealth.
That's gonna be a closing. That is gonna be a big ol' 14.
Oh, 14 on stealth. Ouch.
Yeah, whatever.
Do rats have above a 14 passive?
He makes his way that far. He is still running towards the side, but you do have time to react.
Action dash. I'm just sitting here. All right. Anyone else want to come up and stop this rat with me?
I can
I mean,
shoot
you
my.
made it that far up. You can,
I action dash to get there. It was farther than 45, so I had to action dash. So
I can shoot my bow at it.
because Nibs is there, that's a sneak attack. So
that's what I was aiming
one shot
for.
if you hit it.
Yeah.
Just do the right attack roll and damage. almost.
Attack roll is a 28.
That's a
Yeah.
hit.
Damage is going to be base of 7.
Plus sneak.
Sneak
Let's
is
roll.
5, 11, 16.
Blah.
Wow.
Skids to a halt in front of Nibs.
These guys just don't stop. All right, guys, let's go. All right, we make our way to the
The
next.
rest of the general alleyway remains quiet.
Yeah. And we go. Bulu, bulu, bulu.
Beady-doo, beady-doo, beady-doo.
Dragon's still there. Oh man. Did we ever get the scales off that bitch or no?
I think we did.
Who
Yes.
has them?
Some-
Who had them?
I don't know, actually.
Cool.
Whoever added them to
Probably
their
Bobby or
inventory.
Drake. Those are usually the two who
Bobby
do all
and
this
me.
sound effects.
Okay, good. Cool. I was about to say, like, who got it? Alrighty then.
Much as the previous alleyway, this one seems relatively quiet.
All right, I'll run up top the roof and start taking a little perception check here.
Give me a roll.
I ain't see shit. I must, have something
Correct.
in my eye.
It takes you a while.
Some
It
dust
takes you a
on
while.
my eye. I got it. Oh, that hurts. Oh god.
This is why you should let me and my bird do what we do.
Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, I can get up top real fast too, like the bird, just trying to help.
Larry burns his eyes. Nibs burns his eyes. Silas goes up. The general word out of that is much the same. It seems like most bodies left behind have been eaten and or dragged away, except for the dragon. Whether because of something to do with the dragon itself or it being inaccessible because it's up on the roof or whatever, it's pretty much as you left it. Maybe a little bit picked at by birds of prey, but that's about it.
Looks clear, guys. Let's move forward. All right, moving forward. Blah blah blah. Naruto style, running across the rooftops because
Oh
why
my
not?
god.
I mean, I honestly assumed. I didn't even think it had to be said. I
can't do the whistles. Oh man, the Naruto fight music, right? Come on.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not a Naruto.
You don't have that in your head? Come on.
Nope.
No,
Not at all.
Damn you people.
All right, and a second group of slums alley passes by relatively quietly. You make your way back to the doorway of the church and inside.
Oh. All right, I will first quick look.
Oh, we have a
Is
map
he
now.
missing any parts on a quick glance?
He looks fine.
Thank you, Trev. I thought I was gonna have to become a new father for 40 kids all of a sudden.
Nope, I did that roll yesterday or last week. However, further back in the church, you definitely do spot a group of giant rats. Apparently, in your haste to barricade up the door, you never checked for any windows.
Sure. What church is this? Is it still the same knapsack from the other buildings?
I know exactly which one this one is.
And no, Larry, I actually don't think I've used this one yet.
I meant from the same game, knapsack. That's what I meant.
No, I know. I don't think I've used this game yet.
All right, well,
Maybe.
remember these guys, they explode, blah, blah, blah. Let's go take these fuckers out. I look at the
Well,
dude.
as you work your way in, you spot the rats in the back huddled around something, clearly feeding of some sort. You can't quite tell on what. However, they don't immediately notice you, so you get something like a sneak attack round.
If the dead body of a child rat, I'm done with this campaign. Super fucking dark, man.
I rolled a search
If
for.
it's not Timmy. No
I
one
rolled a
checked the
search for
second time to
children.
see if Timmy was in there. Oh well.
Oh, Larry. I do so enjoy.
No,
meeting
no.
you, Larry.
I
about this?
did find Timmy. I threw him down the well.
True. I heard of that.
Can I roll investigation for children to murder?
Children to what? There are no children here present. No.
Well, I'm gonna take up here and sneak. I think I can get there.
Roll stealth, and I already got one out of Ben there investigating for children to murder. So everybody else,
That's a
they
good
would
stealthy
do what
stealth.
they. That is a good stealthy stealth. All right, then also fine. Does anybody else have an action or a move or whatever they would like to take before the rats become aware of your presence?
I would like to move closer if I can.
Flavia, fucking it all up. It's
I would
okay.
like to begin constructing my trebuchet.
Well, I'm gonna move right here.
I feel like
Just
we're in, like,
load the
This is scene.
load the petrified dude
Up
into
in
the
the ceiling.
trebuchet. Get Larry all worked up.
Do I have to roll
And,
for this since I moved?
For moving there, I think you're okay. And I'm waiting to see where Flavia is moving. Is that it? Just like literally right next to the door?
I'm gonna say there.
Okay. So everybody just moves. And fortunately, because of Flavia's low stealth roll, they do become aware of you before the next round begins, or before anything else
Oops.
happens.
Yeah. I mean, I rolled a 3.
So we are actually moving directly into combat. That was pretty bad. that was pretty rough. I saw you got it this way too. I get it.
I don't mind actually going late here because I have no ranged. I do have range, but it's 30.
That's not what I'm doing.
Roll.
Trash.
That's a 15.
There is definitely something wrong with all of these rats. Something. But what? Is everybody else on the board?
Yes.
No, I don't have Palmer.
We took 2 nights rest, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How much do I get for scale splitter back?
1d4 on each.
I'm glad your mom's all right. What's up, Simply?
Oh yeah.
I could have swore I said hi to everybody, but
Fully
I don't
charged.
know.
Could I ever
Sure.
upgrade that? Get more charges on that? Can I see an upgrader? Or is so low?
No.
Damn.
Ugh.
Dope.
I don't know, maybe.
No.
It's Palmer first. Wow, almost all of the rats rolled 10s and 9s.
I would like to. Okay, I'm gonna use my turn to cast Beast on
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
We'll work it out.
Yo,
Yeah,
why are you so far away from your bike, man?
I'm gonna not miss it. I can do that from here, right? So I'm not super convinced there's not gonna be something else extra to what's about to go.
You grab dinner.
So yeah, I choose to cast Haste on Nibs, and then I will use Bardic Inspiration on. You guys need to type it in. You know what it is. Bardic Inspiration on.
You sound like you're 8 million miles away. Are you all right?
Wait, really? Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Because I wonder if my microphone switched.
Yeah, it's probably on your your what, a DSLR or something. Does that have a mic on it?
Is that better now?
Holy
That's way better.
shit.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, sorry, it had defaulted to my webcam. Yeah, so I cast Haste on Nibs, and then I'll Bardically inspire Drake here. Just because he's got that range, you know what I'm saying? So,
Alright.
you guys need me to click it? Okay, there you go.
Haste me, baby.
Hurt.
Haste me, daddy.
And I'm actually gonna retreat further back towards this way, right here.
Hey, Palmer, don't forget the tumble.
Palmer takes up a position in the opposite corner.
Yeah, and don't forget what?
Rush. Makes you feel clear, right?
Oh, I was like, you want me to whip out the wild shit? I'll do it.
No. Not
All right.
Not
You're
the Ripper,
reacting.
dog. Don't go full.
Sometimes I get all mixed up. You never know.
roll to see if you get the wrong one.
Yeah,
You
shit.
don't know.
It's like if I see bears appearing out of nowhere, I realize that I've reached into the wrong bag.
Yup. Drake is up. Also, can everybody take a note about appreciate how badly Ben rolled on initiative?
Ben did really bad. Holy
He
moly!
got a 12.
I mean, I did worse, dog. Shit.
Like, that's a first for Ben. He normally scores 9.
Wait, is it supposed to be 13? Should be 13.2. Doesn't get him anywhere else in the order, but
All right, Drakey Drake. Let's see what you got.
I don't think we need I have a bad one here. So I'm going to use my bonus action.
I have
Summon the hawk.
pork loin.
Hawk Totem. Ah! Oh, I need some sound effects for the totems.
Give me a second, I'll just post it.
Caw! 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 Caw!
The Hawk Spirit is Cosmic Hunter. I just have a very, very bad feeling. I just want us all to keep an eye out.
I have given you control over it. You may put it where you want.
I'll just I'll place it in your old.
Okay, I can use a reaction to
Get a doodle here.
That's
And then
all right.
I'll toss an arrow at the closest
What is the totem thing? Is it bonus action?
Get the bonus action.
Okay. Alright. And don't forget to
With
break.
advantage.
not right up there.
Oh,
Makes me question
that's
things.
the assuming.
Yeah, that hits.
Didn't even give me inspiration die. That's 11 piercing.
The rat is not happy about the arrows lodged through him, but he is alive.
Before I end my turn, I'm keeping an eye on the window.
Alright.
All right.
Lavia is up.
As you might be able to guess, I am going to rage.
Rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the closest one, jumping over the bench.
Give you that acrobatics roll. And anybody in the audience who wants to cheer us on for a nat 1 for a face plant? No. You make it fine.
And I don't have sneak attack or anything like that, so I'm going to reckless to give myself advantage.
Alright.
Fat
That's a
lot of
hit.
good that did.
Wow. You rolled plus 11. Plus 11. Still
Is
hits,
20
though.
22 enough to kill it?
22 is more than enough to kill it, especially since it already had an arrow stuck through it. It blew up!
Boom.
Boom!
Boom.
It is 3.
Reduce to 1, and then to 1.
Con save, not dex save.
Okay then.
Because you're saving against the poison, not against getting hit by it.
No rat
That's-
dick.
No, Rat Dick is getting bit.
Oh, wait, one got rat
Yep.
dick. One got rat dick.
No, that's getting
you
bit.
get bit. Yeah, not
Oh, so she's poisoned. Okay.
I'll take 3, but one of them is poisoned. Yes. And the one that was hit is dead, of course.
Yep,
All right.
and unfortunately I can't reach any of the others, so that's it.
This rat. Hang on a second, let me check.
Bobby get a better idea what they're non on?
It
Okay.
is not.
I'll probably have
it
to
is
bow
not
attack here again.
very super obvious. However, there's too much fur for it to be human.
Maybe it's the direwolf that Smokey tried to save. Got in the wrong
Why
neighborhood.
do you sound disappointed that it's not a child? All right, this one
Because kids have it coming. They know what they did.
Damn.
on his turn actually sprints straight out the window.
Oh, shit, we're gonna take care of them later. Catch them.
Kenzie's up.
They lined the city. Is it absolutely necessary to go after them?
If we can, we should. Anyway.
That's 15. Go ahead and get this. We will go with a. I'll go with just go with a Ray of Frost on. Oh, I'm sorry. When I saw the one explode, it exploded, right?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do like a magic missile in all of them. That'd be really cool.
No.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Nah, it would be shit.
I think it would look awesome.
Nah. the one that Flavia killed exploded though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
it did damage the two adjacent to it.
but it only looked like it was within a 5-foot radius.
5 foot radius.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So the one I don't know what the symbol is, but I'm gonna go ahead.
It got poisoned by the explosion.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and chill touch it.
Alright.
I'm sorry, Ray of Frost. So 23.
That's a hit.
13 points of cold damage.
Ah. There it is. And 3 damage to the one next to it.
Hey.
And the con save to see if it gets poisoned.
And I will move up another 5, 10, 15. So I'm in between the, I guess, pews. And,
Okay.
And my turn.
Dead rat.
Dead
Sorry.
rat. Rat dead. Dead rat.
Well, we wait for Ben to take his turn. I just want to point out, if anybody didn't see it in the Discord, I have to make a quick errand run, so we have a forced 7 o'clock break.
Okay, so like in an hour.
A little bit less than an hour. Probably like 40 minutes. I'll split.
Okay. I'm going
But
to
it's-
attack
it'd be
the.
really quick.
I'm gonna attack the big ol' rat up here from behind my pew. So sneak attack. Wow.
The one all the way in back.
Yes.
You essentially okay. So this is how it works. Since you stealth, it doesn't know that you're there.
I know.
Therefore, you
That's
have
why I said I
you
have
adva-
sneak
you-
attack.
But you also have advantage. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ah.
You have advantage to the roll.
I know. I also have advantage because of Smokey's totem.
Really?
No. That's not how that works.
That's not how that goes.
It's when you use it to attack something within the range, or with the aura.
Yeah.
He kind of used it defensively, which wasn't a bad use of it, but it doesn't help you in range.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I misread that. That's okay.
I did 2 the first 2 times I read it, which is why I had to point it out.
Oh boy, I got a crit on a 19.
It's dead. It's just dead. Don't even.
Almost for sure.
It's dead. I think even if you
I
roll
think
one,
you could roll all ones and it would live.
really on double the dice, you sneak on it.
How many dice does he roll?
A lot.
A lot.
Six sneak attack and 2 dice rolls, so 10. That's 15 base damage.
Okay, it's dead.
All right.
It dies, it explodes. Luckily, nothing to get
He
hurt by it,
dead.
but there's like a big blah of
I'll use my
Yeah,
extra attack on this
fireball.
piece of shit over here.
So,
Okay.
Ben,
Uh,
the way
22 hits, I assume. And that's going to do a
Yeah,
whopping
22 does hit.
12 damage
It's on that one.
on this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I liked it. I liked it.
That was cool.
So Ben,
I am
the way
my
that the
turn.
hard script works is I'd have to use up my reaction to give you advantage on your attack roll.
Ah, okay.
I don't think that's how that works.
Fine.
Oh, it is. That's
It
even
that
worse
is
than I
indeed
thought.
how it
Wow.
works. I'd have to if something gets within your range while you're in the aura, I'd have to give up my reaction to give you advantage.
Wow.
That's worded weirdly.
That is pretty carefully balanced.
Extra attack.
8 damage does not quite kill it.
That's 17.
That's a hit. And second one. Blah.
Immune.
Nibs, of course, takes no poison damage because he is immune to poison.
All right. Extra action. Hasted action for that's 17.
Yeah, that hits.
12. All right. Bonus action.
Blah.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, that was quick.
Yeah.
Wow. What am I stepping in?
That's how many hit points you have.
Oh God. What am I stepping in?
You think that your guess of Direwolf is right,
Oh shit.
but
Okay, I
it
think
is
it's your
it's
friend.
mostly
Maybe. I don't know. Did you mark? Do you know what he looked like? You know the direwolf? Oh God. I think it might be him.
mostly blood, fur, and bones at this point. So for their identification, might be
Oh man. Oh God.
Nibs being small and standing in the midst of it. Of course, at this point, especially with all the giant rats exploding around you, you're kind of just standing in this like pool of just gross, of ick. Ick, I believe, would be the word.
Okay, let's get back to this guy. I think we're good. All right.
Step out, Fina.
I'm keeping. Put my totem back, please.
No, I'm
I wanted to just I want to do a look around the room and make sure nothing.
Gonna move it around.
So that
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much.
I'll get my way.
I want to do a look around the room and make sure like everything is where it should be.
So
I want
limitations of the
I
map
wanted
and my time and all that. Out this top right corner, there's actually like a hallway leading down to the more orphanagey part of the building. Very nondescript. Lots of very small, depressing, barren bedrooms with like you know, a pallet to sleep on, and you know, maybe there's a small table in some of them. But there's nothing alive down there. There's no children that have been left behind. Nothing incredibly morbid like that, Larry. But otherwise, though, in the main cathedral chamber itself here, you find nothing like
really
terribly out of place. It looks like it was a pretty normal kind of small place of worship up until, you know, it got locked down, and it's just sort of all dusty and dirty from having been unused for months.
Okay.
Who's got Kenzie, right? You got the potion or thing,
I do
right?
indeed.
All right, just be gentle.
All right. As I'm getting ready. No, I have the potion.
Kenzie made it. Of course he has it.
I have 2 potions.
Okay.
I mean,
as I'm getting ready.
Don't mind if we use one, right? I mean, yeah, right. So I don't know. Just use it.
If we use the potion, that guy's gonna wake up with a point of exhaustion, right?
Yes.
So he's
2.
alive though.
2 points of exhaustion.
What I was
That
going to
is
say,
indeed not dead.
I will look to Nibs and I guess Deveray and Flavia. While I'm doing this, would you mind just keeping watch to make sure that we're not interrupted while he's recovering the petrification?
Will do.
Any I guess for all the totems up, any checks have advantage.
You guys also want to check that Medusa in the corner. I'm pretty sure the head's worth something, right?
So the Medusa in the corner has been dead for a very long time. As you begin to examine it and check it out, it kind of falls apart as you're touching it. You might be able to salvage the skull out of it, but as far as bringing back the whole head for a bounty, that might be difficult to prove what it is.
All right, I take out my camera and
Why don't we just put it in a bag, like as much of it as we can?
Shovel it.
Yeah.
Anybody have a dustpan?
Just fucking just
Yeah,
scoop
so
it.
From the beginning.
that was the pile. Oh, I thought the pile was the kid under rags or something coming out. That was my bad. I thought that's what would happen.
No, and I was about to clarify that further by pointing out that is the direction that the monk in fighting stance is facing. He's facing the direction of the dead Medusa in the corner.
I thought that there was a pile of them.
I put a log in front of it.
That was what the dead Medusa in the corner was initially described as, was a pile. And when you questioned the boy about what happened here, he told you that you were attacked and the master was petrified while defending it, and you guys just kind of left it at that. You never actually went and examined the pile. The pile is the Medusa he got petrified defending against.
Fair enough. I can try to salvage the skull if you guys want to do for the head. Since Flavia
Do
and
it.
Devray,
Do
Flavia
it.
and Devray
Do it.
launch.
Do it.
That's Shia
Do
LaBeouf.
it.
Kenzie, what do you think? Is it worth it?
I don't particularly care one way or the other. If you can't readily transport its head, then I don't think it's worth grabbing. We have one mission:
I'll-
get this person unpetrified and then get out because he's going to be incredibly exhausted.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I can carefully try to salvage the head with my scimitar?
Medicine? Nope. Survival.
That's fine.
Because it's kind of become my fallback for salvaging and I guess I sort of I don't know. I kind of hate it. Like I feel like there could be something better, but sure, survival. Anytime from now on, like anytime you guys are trying to like pull off a head or pull off scales or whatever, it's always going to be survival. Yeah, that's great. Wait, it's not a roll of 18. It's a roll of 11. Nope. You come off with the skull, which on close examination you realize is a little bit different than a normal humanoid skull. There are kind of odd bumps and ridges across the top of it where you assume
Good show is all that
something to do
matters,
with
as long as
snakes,
people
maybe.
had fun.
But
I'm excited to waste
everything
6.5
else
hours
that
of
could
my
have, like,
life running
fallen
level 1
across
Aura
as
Omega
you-
for
as
like
you tried to
2
beat it
people.
off, but it just sort of like fell off.
Wait, whoa, pause for a minute. My roll of 11 plus my 7 in wisdom and survival, which I'm trained.
Yeah, no, Smokey, you were going for like a roll of an 18 or a 19 and it just happened. A roll of an 18 or a 19. Yeah.
Oh, it was a hard roll.
Yeah, this was very difficult.
All right, I'll just toss the skull behind me. I tried.
Great. I'll apply the potion then to I believe it's the top of the monk's head.
Merry Christmas,
Hold
you
on.
filthy animal.
Good morning, Imp. How was your nap?
And a happy new
What up
year.
for the tier 2 sub? Bless.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Don't forget to vote for the cooking
Yeah,
stream.
he's pretty much
Apply
poured
potion.
across the top of his head.
Thanks for the support, brother.
Start
Hope
doing
you got
Alright.
some rest though.
Yep, Kenzie starts pouring the potion down across the top of his head, and as you've seen, I think once before, yeah, with Drake. As you've seen with Drake, it seems to happen pretty fast. Within within about a minute, he's starting to see a little bit of motion and a little bit of color and form return to him. About another 2 minutes later, and you guys have not had anybody bother you yet. The last bits of stone and dust fall off of him, and he collapses to the ground.
I will try and catch him since I'm right there.
Dex check? Sure, Dex check.
Yeah,
Reflexes.
this should be fun.
Just
Let's
no,
see.
not really.
No, I don't think so.
Natural one.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh, no.
you don't need to do the follow-up. We were going to do a follow-up strength check to see if you were able to hold him up at all, but you
It seems
like,
kind of
it's-
odd. It's just a person. It's not like he's stone.
I mean, he
You do
might
what
be
it
built.
sees. He collapses and just falls through your arms, basically.
You just broke this old man's hip.
Oh.
I mean, you could have caught him too.
No, I couldn't. I'm not there. Deathray's right next to him.
I mean, you could have been right next to him.
I thought it
definitely
was
better
a
with the
log or
Medusa.
something. What was that log about?
Yeah, there is a log underneath it. What was that?
Ben Hamid.
What you need?
Oh my god. Are you even paying attention?
No, not right now. I was reading something about Martin Shkreli, which made me want to vomit in my mouth. What do you need?
Oh my god.
What you get for reading about anything else right now?
We're playing D&D. Get in the game.
What do you
Why
want?
is there a log under the statue?
Why is there a log under the statue? Don't worry about it. Just fucking unfreeze him.
We already did. You're not paying
It unfrozen
attention.
and he has collapsed to the ground and is now kind of like, I guess, draped kind of over the log because Kenzie failed miserably to catch him and you weren't paying attention. So the old monk is now unconscious over the log.
Do you know why I put the log there?
We're asking you, Ben. That's why you talk
Because
to
of
you.
that exactly. Get your head in the game.
No, you
Because of
didn't.
what exactly?
Because it'd be funny. Dude gets unfrozen and trips over a fucking log. You're like, what the hell is this?
I mean, it was not funny to begin with. It's like tripping an old man on the subway or some shit. Who gets off to that?
That's pretty not cash money.
Me.
Oh, God.
Weird.
Funny.
And I really have to point out he didn't trip. He just kind of like, upon coming back, he just sort of collapsed. Maybe because he's old or what. But
Kill him, please, Palmer, somebody.
Look, now I have a poking log if he is actually
All
dead.
right, I'm fresh out of heals.
What?
how? What?
Don't worry about it.
Wait.
All right, Palmer claims to be fresh out of heals.
Can I examine him to make sure that he's not
It's
actually
like
injured?
check.
Yeah, go ahead, Kenzie. Medicine check.
And I have advantage on it because he's a humanoid.
Correct.
You got some weird
Yeah,
healing
one.
skills today?
Advantage.
Palmer, roll a deception. I just want to.
That's a 9.
Oh my god. Paul.
Jesus.
Okay.
Palmer.
Cool.
Carry.
I will
What do
cast.
you guys want?
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him at first level.
You roll a deception just real quick, just for me.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I want to see if I can insight check you for the heals. I probably can. I just rolled a 9.
And I heard you, Roy. Go ahead and roll health.
I believe you, man. What happened?
I am
9
undeceptible,
points of
dude.
healing.
I believe you. Man, that's not good. You should. Do you get them back anytime soon? Like, really, we're gonna need them. That's not good.
Yeah, I don't know actually. It's like this whole thing. I gotta like talk to some people. Gotta like do some
Hey, we
paperwork.
should do that next, like now. We should go do that.
Yeah, all right. Actually, so fun fact: if I just smoke this little tumble brush here.
Oh, well, then do that.
It's wild magic
crazy.
time.
Keep on
Unbelievable.
smoking quick. We don't know we're gonna need it.
All right, you guys heard it. You guys heard it here first. Smoke it quick. I'm on it.
Oh gosh.
I can suddenly feel my heels coming back.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go low side there. Sorry, go.
Larry, why?
Funny. It's called RPing. It's hilarious.
What just happened?
RPing and actually not having heals.
Some
immediately.
wacky bush.
All right. So Palmer lights up an exotic river. Is that what I'm getting?
No, tumble brush. You did not say.
Whoa,
Oh,
nah. Just
I thought we were
just the
jumping
regular
straight.
smoke.
Now Nibs believes that he gets his power from tumble brush. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm back up to speed. I thought we were jumping right in all the way.
Yeah,
to
well,
scenario.
now in the future he'll not tell me not to smoke because he'll be like, guys, he needs it.
Exactly. No, it'll be an ongoing gag. Anyway, so back to the old man. Let's go to old man now.
Unconscious but breathing, and not on the verge of death anymore. That he's been some healed by Kenzie.
I think we should give him a moment to come around. I mean, we're not in a hurry, guys, right? I mean, I can't
Can I
really-
give him,
I don't think we
can I
should
give
carry
him a, can I give him a once over, make sure like nothing's broken or
I mean, yes, Kenzie just did it. I feel like I don't know. I'm never huge at doing this, multiple checks on the same thing, but I guess.
I also healed him, so even if he was injured, it would have been
I
healed by
increased the
now.
DC. So if
That's
somebody does a roll and and it's not good enough, and then somebody else wants to do the same roll, I double the DC. Cause like, all right, fuckers, you want to do this? Let's do it. It's a 60 DC.
I've done that before, like a lock pick where like
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, can I pick the lock? And I'm like, all right, go for it. And then it's like it went from like a 15 to like a 30, and they break the lock, and now it's impossible.
I actually really like that. Go ahead.
Man,
Go
you
ahead, Smokey.
Yeah, definitely do it.
I
That's
mean,
good.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Do it.
And I'll use my inspiration dice.
Ooh,
Right?
there we go. It's time to use it. Why not? You lose it if you don't use it. Ooh, hell yeah! It's 28. Pretty good.
Nice.
That's fine. That's well done. He's no broken bones. You suspect that it's about the same situation as when you came back from being petrified, and that he's just exhausted from that. He is old, but also his monk training seems that he's not entirely frail either.
Right. He's got a body.
You suspect at this point he's probably asleep just from the shock of having been woken up like that, plus all of the exhaustion.
Fair enough. guess
I
we gotta
assume we're
carry
probably
him.
going to have to bed down here for the night.
How heavy does he look?
Here's the thing. Why don't we just wait till he wakes up? That probably don't take that. If it doesn't take more like an hour, then we're out. I mean, just give him a bit, rather than carry someone
I-
through. Like,
I speak from experience, Nib. He's likely not gonna wake up
So that means we're going to carry him all the way back to camp. Okay.
Why don't we
My
just
idea-
fortify and bunker down for the day?
No, I mean that's.
Because we just woke. Okay.
Well, I'm saying we can't take it.
I
Can't take it any further. Either we take him back to the camp or we wait here. We shouldn't go anywhere. Up the way and then out with him because he'd be a burden on us fighting.
Wow, it's almost like I planned that. I told
Oh.
you about that with the children.
Yeah, well, okay, but here's the thing. I was thinking we get in here, do the thing, stay here the night, and then go further in, and then he goes out. But I mean, if you guys want to go out now, that's fine. We still just take time. It's all good. Either way. I just didn't want to leave my phone. Okay. So the idea is that he, from experience with Smokey, that we will be led to believe that he's not going to be. He's going to be out for the whole day, at least.
I mean, he's asleep. It's not like he's in a coma or anything. You could wake him up. That is an option. But if you were to simply let him go until he wakes up naturally, yeah, you are probably waiting a while. A good while.
I think it's probably best to just.
Hey, old man, wake up!
Oh my god.
He stirs as Nibs leans down and yells in his ear.
Time to
He starts to
throw.
roll over a bit. His eyes crack open and he looks at the three people standing around him and says, Who are you? What's going on?
Hey, Acolyte of
There's
Cord,
no
I
way in
mean,
fuck we're dragging
I don't
this
know what
old
we
dude.
call ourselves.
Sure, that works.
Acolyte of Cord from Oaken Bluff. So, deal is, we saw you here. We heard about you. We came to save you. We saved you. The kids are fine, by the way. The kids are fine. We took them to the camp. We're trying to get you out of here to the kids so you can look after them. That's the plan. Hi, welcome back.
He's like shaking his head and rubbing his eyes as you explain all this. It seems to still be like a couple of steps behind until he looks and spots the pile off in the corner there, and then gets that look of realization, like he suddenly realizes like the last missing pieces have all clicked into place for him. And he looks up at you and goes, "So, you said the children are fine?"
Yep. They're at a refugee camp outside of this place. Are you good enough to get out of the city and walk on your own?
He says, "I'm not sure. Help me up." And he puts his hand up.
Help him up.
He stands up, and by the time he catches his feet and you let go of him, he immediately puts out a hand for your arm, and it seems like he's about to collapse immediately again. Because I am so tired.
How about we take a short rest? I'm pretty sure he'll use his hit dice that he has, Trad, and heal up.
Also, Larry, out of character, it might not be health related because I straight up didn't heal him at least, so he has hit points, and that he's exhausted. He's straight up has 2 stacks of exhaustion.
Dude,
He
He's
took
also
out
old.
Homie got jaundice,
old.
bro.
No matter what your body is looking like, Larry, if you're really tired, that shit's gonna catch up with
You guys want me to haste him?
No. This is my logic.
He might die.
He took out a Medusa one-on-one. All right, he's not weak or an invalid. I'm just telling you this. I'll ask him. Hey, was that you that took out solely the Medusa?
There you go.
Do that?
It's
He
5e.
says, "I did, but I'm not sure I would want to do it again. It
No,
was
I know.
not
We're gonna
the
get.
most ideal way to handle it, but
Hopefully,
you know,
my friends agree. Hi, we're half cocked. I don't know how we got that name. That's our name. We're mercenary. I guess we're a mercenary group, right, guys? Right? All right. Well,
Speak for
We
yourself.
covered-
I'm a famous musician.
yeah, he was a famous. Stop, Palmer. It's not about you. It's not always about you. Calm down. Anyway, so we came into the city trying to rid it of all these Medusa.
Medusa.
Yeah, them. So, yeah, we heard about you guys. I really wanted to come and save you guys because, anything for the Temple of Cord. Now, I need to get you out of the city, and hopefully you can walk the rest of the way to the camp down the road. You'll see it. It's not that far. We'll tell you how to get there. But we'll get you out of the city as long as you're feeling fit enough to walk. We should not stay here with them for much longer anyway, just in case.
he says, "Well, if you get me to the edge of the city, I might be fine. I definitely cannot make it to the edge of the city in my current state.
No, we're gonna help you out of the city.
Sorry, I had to turn off
see how you
the
feel
Discord
afterwards, but
capture. I had to
you
send a
should still not
message.
Stay here for long anyway. You never know.
I'm not a drunkard rogue. Well, technically, yes. Yeah, my
he
strength
thinks
is
it's over
horrible.
for like a long moment.
The rest of my
finally
stats are pretty good,
nodding
though.
It's okay. Yes, I'm with you. If you want to get me out now, it's fine. Now, you said
Right.
all of the children are
I
out.
will let him lean on me the whole way, carrying him, helping him up, and like shoulder. I mean, he pretty much uses me as a walking stick because I'm so small. He won't be able to shoulder me. So he's like pretty much just using me like a walking stick, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah. Before he turns towards the door, though, he's working pretty intently towards the back of the church, and he asks,
Wait,
"You're sure everyone's gone? You're sure everybody got out already?"
is there another place they would be hiding that we don't know of? Is there a secret spot of some sort? Because
He shakes his head and says, "No, there's no hidden anything in this building. It's just what would be down in the hall there." But and he kind of lingers for a moment and says, "I've never seen the place empty before. It's so hard to believe that everyone's gone."
Cool.
Can we get your name, Brave Warrior?
Oh, Nibs Goodbody, by the way. Hello.
Exactly.
God, Nibs, it's not always about you.
Smokey.
Ah.
My character's okay. There's still some holes I want to fill with it, but
You made this a quest. You put names with like
Because
throwaway NPCs.
no,
Brad.
no, NPC names are terribly overrated.
What
Generator for
No.
this shit. Oh,
That's his name. He says, "My name is Bagoo."
That's an interesting name. Yeah.
The children like to call me Mr. Bagoo.
Oh my god. Oh no.
cargo space, cargo no space, cargo road.
What? No, we're Mr. Magoo. It's a Mr. Magoo reference.
that was also a Mr. Okay.
And I'm making a Zelda 2 reference.
It's time to play.
Alright, does anyone else want to do anything quick before we go? Or are we just gonna head the fuck out? Get him to the outskirts. Get him out.
Can I send Silas on ahead just to make sure the roads are clear? Nothing's gonna come charging up at us before,
You send Silas out into the alley, and almost immediately you catch back telepathic word that there is, in fact, something that may come charging up on you almost immediately as you leave the building. In that first chunk of the slums, there appear to be some owlbears now.
Yeah, we're not leaving tonight.
Wait. Why?
There's owlbears
Huh.
out there.
We-
We can't
I can take care of the
owlbears. We can't save the
I mean, we could hide. Just we don't.
I
alone.
think we could manage it.
Yeah, just take care of the owl. Either way, we stay in here where we know there's danger that can come and keep on coming, or we get out through the danger that is here. Either way, we're in danger if we're here. We just need to leave. I mean, Kenzie, back me up on this.
I mean, it depends on how many owlbears are out there. We could even start fighting them, get a defensive position, and use this to our advantage to try and funnel them through the door.
I'm down with
many
any kind
owlbears
of
did I see?
tactical thing, but, you know. Yeah, we shouldn't leave them around anyway, just in case they don't come in while we're sleeping.
How many owlbears did Silas see?
3. One of them is somewhat damaged, but also a little bit bigger than the other 2.
We got a
They are on the
somewhat
northwest
damaged
edge
owlbear,
of
but
the,
it's also pretty
of-
bigger than the other two.
All right, Kenzie, what
They're
is our
on the
plan?
northwest edge of the area. Now, and again, I want to stress it's a little bigger than the other 2. It's not like monstrous in comparison. And also, can you give me a perception check on Silas?
On Silas?
Yeah.
Is there something involving a sight?
Give me the roll, and I'll figure it out.
Owl
Yes, I know
bears.
it.
Yeah, but we have like a
I know
gimped
you-
up old
it's,
dude with us. I don't understand why people would give up on something like that. It's really dumb.
Give me a roll.
Smoky.
He has a passive perception of 19, so
Yep, however, his 8 is not particularly fantastic, so you receive no further information at the moment.
like You never answered my question. Was this a perception check that relied on his sight?
I don't actually necessarily
I should
have to
have
answer the question, but for the sake of argument, no.
Okay.
So the plan, yeah, let's either if we stay here, they might still attack us anyway. So I don't know.
So use it to our advantage. Have someone go out the door, make a loud distraction, come back in the door, and as they funnel in, because
I can do
Albers
that.
are relatively
I'm really
big,
fast. I can get in. And get
we
out.
we jump on them as they come in through the door.
All right, I'm on it. You guys get ready. Let me know when I'm ready to go. Give me when you're all in position. Everyone, go to your positions.
That is something new. Yes, everybody set themselves up for, I guess, defending against the owlbears to come in. Is there a place you would like to usher the old monk to go stand? Or tell him to go?
Rob, hey, stand back behind the altar. Or, oh shit, there's doors. Just
He can stand next to me.
I'll lead the old man back behind the
be careful.
Well,
yeah, stay
maybe
with
not.
the smokes. I mean,
Maybe
smokes.
stay,
Drake.
have him
Fuck.
stay with us.
Drake. Damn it, that's your name.
So stay with you guys, but
I mean, I think that's better because we don't know what else is in here because the windows
I
are open
have
overnight.
stealthed up.
Not true. Either way,
So.
Nibs is just getting mental of sprinting marathon.
And for what it's worth, Kenzie, no, Drake did actually search the area. There's nothing else back there.
Oh, okay. We don't know if something else would come back there because we didn't close the windows. There we go.
Yeah, but
So keeping it with us
at least at the
might be
moment, you believe the whole of the church to be empty, aside from you.
Can we close the window?
And dead rats.
Is there a thing that we can do?
I think they're broken, aren't they?
I
What?
don't know. Check the windows.
The windows are broken open. There's nothing covering them.
Is there anything that we could use around to maybe cover them real quick?
Let's fuse. Or you can duck outside, and you already did this once, going outside. And actually, there's a lot of wreckage around the door because of Nib smashing it down, and it got barricaded up, and then you just had to smash it down again to get back in. So there's an awful lot of stuff there right in
Fine.
front of the doorway that you could use.
Let's take like 5 minutes and just board that stuff up and then go do the distraction. Just so we have someone somewhere to like back
I'm
up
waiting.
to.
I feel like that's gonna take a little longer than 5 minutes.
Oh, it doesn't need to be perfect. I just want it to be like enough that it's closed, so you know a rat. will
It'll
just
make a
suddenly walk
loud
through
noise when something tries to get in, or
Yes.
something, or it'll make it harder for something. Got it. Yeah.
But
Definitely.
most of us will be towards the front of the church anyway, so we can, you know, prepare. And if we hear the noise, we can maybe back to one of the sides of the church.
Rude. All right, we do that. I help.
Very good. I have boarded up windows.
Have us paint board up.
Do any of us have carpenter tools? I wonder.
I don't think we need carpenter tools to just like wedge shit. Sounds like
I don't think most people boarding up their houses against zombie apocalypses have carpenter tools.
The ferret
That's the
now
logic I'm
rattles
going
her
off.
cage
It's
when her
a
food bowl
question.
is
any
empty.
stuff above long flat stuff. Push that against, and it's like a wedge. You wedge it in.
But at this point, you've barricaded and unbarricaded the door like four times, and it's been made apparent that it's been barricaded from inside before. If there's tools necessary, you have the tools.
All right, Nib runs out. He runs. What do you want me to do, or anything, or do I just do it? I could.
How are you trying? How specifically? You just want to run out,
I'm
get their
running
attention, and
90
run back?
feet per 6 seconds. I'm 90 feet a turn. I don't think an owlbear can keep up with me.
Okay, I'm curious.
All right. Do you want to hear some mildly
I
good
mean,
news,
what do you want me
Bubba?
to
I know the
do?
owlbear
I
can't
will
keep up
even
with you.
I'll run.
My
I'll
bag
run some
has departed
rooftops first to get
the
an eye on them.
USPS regional facility in
I'm
I'm
Philadelphia.
mostly just seeing like how fast you can move and how much ground you can cover and how big the area is compared.
I could.
I'm
I
still
could
worried about that.
potentially run
I just went back to Google and
135
checked it.
with key points.
My
You can make
No,
like
the
a
pins
whole
are- they
round
might
of
be
the
here
of the
tomorrow.
map in like 3 turns.
I pass.
It's safe through the whole time. It's
you
actually
can.
pretty
You have that.
impressive, honestly.
I can rooftop. I can
That's
run.
all
I
your
can even
info.
Bamf, dude. I got skills.
Specifically, yeah,
Bamf's
you
got
just-
one
I need to figure out what
option.
happened
I'm
to
fine.
Sama, though. That makes me
Run up the
severely
nearest
unhappy.
top and just start running around
With
like
the
Yeah,
ammo.
I'm gonna
all the way around.
first on the rooftops to get an eye on them.
Like, if
and then
anything
wherever
weird
they are,
happened,
jump
my
down
name's on
like
it.
60, 70 feet away from them. Like
No, I know, but like
so
if,
you have
if
to run
something
a bit,
strange
you have to run
happens
up
or
to
it
the
shows
roof
up somewhere
and then up
my
a bit
name's on.
north to be able to see the first. Fuck it, I'll spread the map. Why not?
I'm not worried
Um,
about the fact that I
damn.
purchased
It
it
says
and it
all
was
of
shipped
you guys are
legally.
down
It's
there.
just
You're
the
not.
ramifications of it not being in my
Firewalls there, too.
possession.
You spot them
No.
a little
Not at all.
bit later than the others, mostly because I didn't.
Yeah, I
initially plan
reported
on
it already
running up
through FedEx. And
Yeah, so it's
to
like up
the,
here, you're 80 feet or
um,
so before you actually manage to spot them, like the edge of the roof
place
up
we bought it
here.
from.
Hoot hoot, motherfuckers!
Or
Let's go.
You see them, and then they look up and see you without too much worry, and you turn around and sprint back. Your
Why
loud
are we
noises-
fighting
I'm gonna
owlbears
jump
now?
here and then make it like so they can follow me rather than
The
jump, because
fuck?
otherwise they won't follow.
Okay. They take the bait without too much worry. In fact, the one in the back seems particularly angry, though it doesn't run ahead of the other two. And off on the other
No,
side,
mine
the
probably
wolves
fucking moved,
seem a bit
though. That's
distracted,
probably
but
what
also are
it is.
taking note of what's going on.
Probably,
with you
it probably
guys.
moved and got scanned.
You run back to your
Remember,
church
I
spot
had
then?
no updates for 12
I don't get them out of sight, so definitely let them catch up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Okay.
over here, hey, over here, hey, over here. So they're not going to get lost.
What's the tracking
find-
number?
I'm not just not looking back.
Okay, got you. Then if you're trying to keep them relatively close to you, then Nibs, you burst in through the door here.
Hey,
and
they're coming.
we are pretty much going to immediately run initiative, I guess?
Yeah, that's the last update I have is in transit.
How
Pretty sure everyone's.
Yeah,
here's the
she's
thing,
been
pretty sure
partnered
everyone's
up
gonna
with
hold actions.
Logitech for a
I'm just
while,
gonna blast
Reliant.
through and let everyone in the front take it because I want them to follow.
Okay, so literally you have to be at the top of the turn order.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Why don't you treat it as a sneak-
Yeah,
a
she's
sneak
done a
round
lot of
for
work
one
with them for like
getting it. Right?
video capturing
sense.
and audio capturing.
So everyone has hold actions.
Doesn't matter
Just
what
like
I'm
very,
running
very
I'm
simple
running
stuff,
fast.
especially according like
Fast.
acoustic
I'm
guitars
not
with
gonna- I'm not
USB
gonna stop
microphones.
I'm running fast.
I get that.
Because again, I'm like probably like full speed running, so it'd be hard to stop.
Grab the other one. Back. Okay, so yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll clear your list. You guys roll your initiative.
How was your
Larry, I'll put
Sunday?
Nibs on the top. And I'll just give them 0, I suppose.
You can. All I said is you can just make it just normal, and then have a surprise one. That's it. And then we.
Oh, I'm just giving them 0, like on their initiative, like as a mod. Yeah.
It's good. Nice.
Damn, Kenzie. Damn.
Oh,
Made up for
right.
that natural one. It made up for the natural one.
Okay, now they can't all come in at the same time.
Okay, I guess everybody rolls high.
And actually, we're about that time. Why don't the last couple of you roll initiative, and we'll just call our break right here. I'll run out. And I'll just be back.
First time.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, we're using tactics. We're at half cocked.
You're fully cocked.
Hooray.
Full
Oh.
cocked. Let's see, it's gonna be then top.
From
Yeah,
my
back at the
initiative,
top
off
once
start.
again.
Well, there's what the initial turn order will look like. Though, like I said, Nibs does have to be.
So what
no,
are you
we'll
gonna
just
do
it
with
now.
your $600, Reliant?
And Flavia being the only front line, I guess if you had a held action to do something about that, as a Cub said, that would be the first move here. But otherwise, we'll address that when I get back, and I'll see you guys in a few.
Good luck.
Bye. Yeah.
I have not hit max level on my Red Mage in 14 yet, but it's mainly because I don't play 14. I already have my home defense device. I'm just waiting on more ammo so we can go to the range. Yeah, I thought that's like what you do with every paycheck in Texas. You just go out and buy more guns.
Is Kenzie happier now that we're using our minds and brains?
The small pew pew
particularly
ones
care
are
one
tough
way
to
or
get
the
a hold
Well,
of.
I'd say Kenzie, not
Your
Ward.
best bet's honestly going online and find someone that
no.
can transfer
Kenzie's
via
weird
FFL.
in that because it's combat, it's like there's no
Like
happiness.
all the gun
This
stores
is
around
combat.
here have
There
like
is no
nothing,
happiness.
unless you want like
Yeah.
What
an
makes-
overpriced
what
45
makes Kenzie happy?
or something
what
that
would
takes
make
like
a book
really
a
fucking
good
obscure
book?
ammo already.
Sitting down, not in the middle of combat, and being able to study whatever he wants,
A really nice book. Got it.
basically.
Except
Or
the
just drinking
place
and smoking.
we went actually had
Drinking
some
at the
nice
same time.
smaller
Any
stuff.
card gambling? What do you think? You would
Nah.
be
It
gambling?
had he had a Glock that was like chambered in 22 LR.
It could seem to be a gambler though.
Yeah, I went through. I
Gambling
want to
doesn't
say
make sense to
Bud's
him.
Gun Shop
For like
online,
percentage chance
and
wise,
pricing
take
was
the money that he has and use it in something.
above what it should be,
Like
but
he's
it was current
Calculated
market
risks for
like
him are less of like
acceptable.
if there's a 1% chance it could fail, it means there's a 100% chance that it could fail.
Wow.
And he
So
won't
he's
take
Murphy
it.
Law everything.
Yeah, basically.
It gonna fail.
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez. Didn't they change Speedy Gonzalez too? Didn't they make him less racist too? Right? Didn't they like update him? No.
I have no idea.
I think they rebooted him and made him. a
Larry,
little
I'm fucking 30. I don't watch cartoons.
That's a fucking shame.
You say it.
Well, I doubt they'll be banned, dude. Hard fucking no on that. Even if Democrats retain control, like gain control of the Senate, it's just not fucking physically possible because what you're doing is attempting to overturn a constitutional amendment. Good luck. You need like 3/4 of. I think you need like at least 75 or 76 votes for that, and that's just never going to happen in the current political climate. They literally all you have to do is just take it to court, and the court would be like, "You can't do that." It's the fucking. That's the reality of that.
Yeah, 1999 Cartoon Network pulled Speedy Gonzalez reruns from the air after deciding they were too offensive. Yeah, they kind of work.
That's
So,
believable.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. There are worse Looney Tunes or those kind of like during World War II and a lot of those Japanese depictions that they had. Oh, they were bad. Asians in general were really bad, super offensive.
Wow, that was a half-ass. I don't listen to Kamala Harris because she's a fucking cop. No, she is not a top closed caption bot. She is a cop. There's a difference.
Yo, on a completely unrelated note, since I got this new graphics card and this new PC, I realized I can run like everything on Ultra now.
Isn't
I've
it
been running
nice?
Baldur's Gate on low, and bro, it looks so damn good on Ultra. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, you ready to sell off pretty much everything you own over the next week?
What? Hell no, dude. The markets are gonna be good this week, homie.
I know.
They disapproved fucking the stimulus just got approved today. The $900 billion
Yeah,
package.
right before fucking futures.
Wait, what happened with the stimulus thing? I only saw like rumors of it, and then I was.
No,
caught up in some
as of today,
customers.
they made an agreement on the $900 billion relief package.
For your pain and
Nice.
suffering, Roy, you get $600. Why
That's
don't
what
you
I
use it
heard.
to pay down some high interest debt? Or
Hey,
put
I'll
it away
take-
for
I'll
your
take
retirement?
$600 for freezies.
I'll
I'm
take
sure
it.
I'd like more, and I feel like
I'll
people
take
as a
it, but
whole
we deserve
a
more.
lot
Fuck
more,
Mitch
but-
McConnell. I'll punch that fucking dickless shitbag
They
right in the
said that
goddamn
they said
mouth.
that the Democrats agreed to this though because they intend to enact a second one after Biden takes the seat.
Yeah, we'll see. All of a sudden, the only thing we'll hear is, "But what about the budget?" Which
That's a
hasn't fucking mattered for the past 4 years.
Predominantly GDP thing though. I don't think that they'll-
$600 for free sounds pretty good. Like $600.
Yeah, free $600, bro. You bet.
Bro, I could buy a new mic. I could buy that mixer I wanted to get. I could buy that stream deck I wanted to get.
Damn, imagine having a quality stream, bro. I'm just over here losing all my world records, being a scrub.
I'm
Dude,
just gonna
well, my
spend it
camera
all on
broke,
fucking
like the new camera
Quaaludes
I
and
bought.
hopefully forget the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palmer, the new camera I bought broke after 4 days of using it. I had like
No
saved
way.
up for Black Friday. Yeah, so it's getting repaired currently because it's.
Oh, I was about to
obviously
say
under
it should be under some kind of warranty.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, it is. It's being repaired, but because it was literally during COVID and the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, it's taking a while. So, but I
Ask
opted for
them
that
to
'cause my
not ship
webcam
it
has
back
been glitching.
via USPS unless you want to see
No,
it
they use
sometime in
FedEx.
2021.
FedEx.
You know why it broke, Roy?
Why?
Because you live in New Jersey and New Jersey sucks.
Wow, good one.
Wow, that's so original. I've never heard that one before in my
Hey, the
entire life
Jets
of
won a
living in
football
New
game
Jersey.
today.
Yeah, I heard, dude. Fucking blind
Wait, they
squirrels
did?
find acorns.
Yeah, they beat the Rams.
The Eagles played their best game of football this season.
Everybody's
still
like hella
lost.
tilted because they're like, dude, we just screwed up our draft pick.
Like the Jets are gonna do anything with a fucking #1 pick anyway. They're
They
gonna
want
fucking
Trevor
tug on
Lawrence really bad.
they're gonna tug on their dick and it's not gonna pan out anyway. The fucking Jets. I got some spare ribbon cables for my 3D printer when I inevitably just run it until it spontaneously combusts. I don't think I've actually let that thing rest for more than like an hour since like 3 weeks ago. It's gonna see how long I can run it until it just fucking melts.
Wait, how is she in combat? She's all the way back here. God damn it. Yeah, so Larian didn't specify in their patch notes that they made a lot of changes that aren't listed.
Of course not.
Fucking dick bags. They came for. It feels personal, man. There's no reason to add fucking vertical throw damage between teammates. There was no reason. I'm the only person who does that.
Yeah, they did that for you.
For sure.
Which is funny because I don't even think that works like that in D&D.
It doesn't.
Yeah, so if I throw someone up now to a certain point, it occurs the damage as if he fell from that certain point. And they did that to
That's
prevent they did that to prevent me from clipping through the floor.
Yeah,
In the beginning.
in the prologue.
Mhm.
They did say that they were going to stop cutscenes from being skipped, man.
Yeah, and they so I have a skip to avoid the druid camp, and they extended that cutscene so far that you literally can't get around it anymore. So you have to at least watch it.
They said they don't want you skipping cutscenes.
Yeah, those are the two things they said. They were like, "Yo, we don't like that you can just fucking YOLO through the floor and skip this whole area, and we don't like that you're skipping triggers."
You should have been like, "That's cool. Have you tried sucking my dick?"
The
They're
Gale,
games, dude. What are you talking about? They can do whatever the fuck they want.
and they made any percent slower, but they made all quests way faster because all your teammates jump together and shit now.
Oh, I saw that. That's such a good QOL change.
Dude,
'cause
I
there were so many
know,
times
man.
where,
I was like,
I
bro,
needed to
that's
learn
like
something.
at least 2 minutes of time save.
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
nice.
Having to manually
Uh,
jump, and then once you jump, like, because they're standing where you need to be able to jump, you then have to move the people after you've jumped them. Oh, it's so fucking annoying, dude.
Oh, so I've been working on Yakuza. I figured you'd appreciate that. That I'm almost done, like, writing notes for a run to, like, be accurate as to where the run is now with all the changes they've made.
Yeah, I think that they've got. I haven't seen what the route looks like now, but I saw that it's like sub 4.
Yeah, sub 4 in-game time.
Yeah,
and
I do.
apparently sub 430 RTA should be possible.
Yeah,
According-
well, if
according
you
to
go look
Metza.
at Froobe's computer is way better than Metza's. So
yeah,
if you
so
look,
that's Froob and Metza were both telling me that. So
yeah, if you look at the disparity between Froobe and Metza's like with loads, it's like pretty significant.
yeah, I think mine's probably in the middle of theirs.
Mhm.
Yes, of course they
Um,
patched it because Palmer was being a cheese ball.
Yeah, they actually and what's moreover, like they didn't list it in their thing. They did that sneaky. They patched it sneaky, and then they also extended all the cutscene triggers, which is something nobody else besides me would ever
Oh.
notice, anyways.
That's
I'll be
bad too.
damned. Y'all straight came out here, but I'm testing out the other stuff, and most of it still works. So, like for instance, Gale, which is one of the most broken things, where you can just throw
Yeah.
Gale's dead body into a pit of people and just have them die to DOT. That's sick.
It sounds
They
like they're
also
just
tried to make
salty.
it to where I couldn't jump to certain elevations anymore, so I have to like reposition. I have to position differently. So any percent, the way that it is, the 552 that I have right now, it's over. We'll never be able to do that again. The changes made it to where that's not possible.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm sorry that it happened.
That's all good. I mean, at least we can. Yeah, you expected this to happen eventually, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's funny that they were like, "Oh, that's cool," and then they were like, "Fucking boys, get him."
Yeah. I'm surprised nothing with Yakuza Like a Dragon has been changed at all. Because they've been doing a bunch of QOL changes, which surprised me. Because I was like, oh, Ryuga Gotoku does not care about like patching the game. Cause
Well, why? What's wrong with it? Is there anything that's
There's been some like minor bugs here and there, but like they
but
added
nothing that's like speedrun worthy?
nothing that we've noticed. But they
I
like
was
added
actually
like
thinking
QOL
about-
things.
I was actually talking about how well put together that game actually was. I was really
Actual
surprised.
game of the year.
I probably agree with that. For 2020, that's probably my game of the year.
Oh, I don't know if it's game of the year worthy, but it's definitely up there. Definitely in the conversation. I
don't know what I
definitely
would pick
consider it-
otherwise. That's my problem.
Yeah, I definitely consider it better than Cyberpunk, but
I think it's better than FF7 Remake, and that's the only other game I played that much.
I think that
So-
Hades or whatever.
AIDS.
Probably.
80s.
So,
Probably game of the year.
I love Hades, but I have such a hard time being like, that was game of the year. Because, like, I literally give Hades an 8. I give FF7 Remake an 8. I give Yakuza Like a Dragon an 8. I'm like, bruh, so many of these have so many, like, very, very small flaws that add up that could
What,
be fixed.
What ended up winning? The Last of Us?
Yeah, for the Game Awards, yeah. No one's
Yeah, that
surprised.
figures.
They turned it into a shitstorm on Twitter.
Damn, bro, I can still jump all the way down from here. That's actually kind of fucking busted. Because we can just fast travel back up. Oh, wait, you have to roll a persuasion check if you default mash. You have to fight Shadowheart? Bro, they changed the order of the dialogue options. Why the fuck would they do that?
The fuck with you?
God damn it.
Fuck with you.
Yeah, I literally can't mash through it anymore. I have to wait and then choose number 2. It used to be 1-1-2-2-1-1. Now it's I don't even know what it is. I did that order of mashing and she's like fucking throwing hands. Shadowheart's bae, bro. I ain't trying to
You
box.
called her sister a slut.
Mhm. She a bad bitch, dude. She's actually one of the highest DPS, especially in the all quest run. She's probably the highest single DPS target.
Shadowheart is?
Shadowheart, whatever that spell she has is busted. The guiding bolt or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And guiding bolt level 2 at level 4, that shit can do like 35 damage, bro.
Surprising.
It's ridiculous. All right, so we'll send Lae'zel over here, pick that up. We'll send you over here. Let's go jump down to our demise. Yeah, I'm really.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry about that,
Who's-
guys.
Who said they're back? Is that Trav?
Me, Trent.
Yeah, Trent's back.
Oh, I wonder if I can jump from here. What does that look like?
Palmer
Oh.
decided he wants to play D&D while playing D&D.
Oh, of course. Of course. I don't doubt that at all.
Oh, I don't want to go there. Oh, here we go. I'm just checking Baldur's Gate because I just did a run on Speedruns Live, right?
Yeah, I
Of the
watched it.
run. And the patch came through literally on the 15th, which was fucking, 5 days ago. And I was like, all right, not a big deal. It didn't say they fixed anything. Then when I went to go practice it, because it's only 5 minutes. You only need, one refresher to practice with. And then I got to a certain point, I'm like, why can't I jump over this? Why is Lae'zel dying when I throw her? What the fuck is going on? Then I realized, I was like, damn, bro.
You got.
They did it. They did me.
You fucking got, Chief.
Classic. Okay. Use your sense if I wanted to harm. Wow, what the fuck? Oh, you know why? It's probably because I'm a Gith. I bet that's why the. 'Cause usually I'm not a Gith. I bet that's why the dialogue is different.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of game that would change dialogue for what race you are.
Yeah.
Are we relatively ready to jump back in though, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Palmer, you do get a minute or so, but you are second on the initiative order. So once Ben is done, back to.
And my ready to action is just to rage. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we
Shadow
are
Heart.
I
going
I
to
rolled my
reverse,
stealth. I'm good.
reverse Inception this then.
I roll
All right, to
stealth.
bring us back in then, Ben, your turn comes up. You see the first owlbear stick its head through the door as Nibs runs past.
I unhide and decide that I'm going to sneak attack him with my longbow. Cool. Does a 23 hit.
It does.
Hooray. I shall start with 10 damage. And do an additional 6 sneak damage and cry that my rolls
Alright.
were fucking horrific.
At that point, I will use Intimidating Shout.
What are you using?
You have intimidating shout. What does that do?
No, I'm just fucking with you guys.
Ah,
It's from
alright.
Leroy Jenkins.
Alright, I'll fucking Leroy extra attack!
At that point, I will use Intimidating Shout.
27.
Yeah, it took so long since I've actually heard it. 27 hits, yes.
And that's gonna do an additional 8 damage.
All right.
Can I use my bonus action to hide?
I think you have a thing that lets you do that. Isn't that part of cunning action?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hide again for more sneak attack tomfoolery.
Roll me a stealth check. I think you roll a stealth check for that, don't you?
21.
Sure. Okay. All right, Palmer's up.
Hooray.
I like that the Owlbear's initiative order worked out perfectly for the order that I put them on.
I'm glad that I moved over here is what I'm glad about. Would have been some bullshit if I was still at the door. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to big dick. Is Larry here right now?
So,
Alright, you're no longer hasted, my dude.
no, it's already gone. It's already
Oh.
gone, dude. It doesn't.
Okay,
Oh.
bet.
Last,
Perfect.
what, a minute? Yeah, no. It's
I'm a
Yeah,
fairy fire.
I
right,
would have liked to
uh,
do some more damage than that. I
right
just
here.
got really bad sneak attack roll.
Can you?
Is what it is, dude.
I mean, you can
Right.
see outside.
You can see outside, and you don't have to be able to see the other ones. So as long
Yeah,
as
so
they're
I
close
can
enough,
hit it
you're good.
anyway, even if I cast it in.
Well, I only have them lined up like, you know, they're not necessarily exactly there physically. They're a bit outside.
Oh, okay, okay.
You'll hit two of them, but not the third one.
All right, that's fine. It's a Dex saving throw.
Dex save incoming. In the meantime, what else you got?
I'm gonna actually. Oh, they both fail.
Very fine.
And 1, 2, 10. 15. I'm actually just gonna go hide up here by this pew and protect myself, and then I will end my turn.
Well,
The bib.
running back, I guess.
Run in, run back.
Fairy fire advantage. Halap. Hit. Should I stun?
Up.
I'll waste one stunning strike.
All right. Con save coming.
Damn. So yeah, no, that did not. Yeah.
I hate to be this guy, but Alec has to roll a Dex save as well.
Sure.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you're right.
Save.
I don't know.
Nice.
All according to Keikaku.
It'd be your turn.
Yes, sir.
17.
Translator's note, Keikaku means plan.
17 hits.
10 and unarmed with 7. That's my turn.
Was it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. All right, let's go. And I can only see the one that's coming in the door, I suppose. I guess I can
Correct.
angle myself. Can't really
No,
utilize
it's just like
slow.
around the side of the door. You can't see it outside.
Yeah, I can't really utilize slow because of that. I wouldn't be able to hit all 3.
Barrett
So
fell asleep
what
on
I
the
am
food bowl.
going to do
Good night, Dad.
is...
Thanks for staying up
Ooh,
late.
Here's an idea. But if I
And,
position myself like Palmer was,
I'll call
I'd
you
be
on
able to hit
Christmas.
the
We're not
second
going
one,
anywhere.
like the one that has the fairy fire on it.
It
like
wouldn't
this one.
surprise me if I actually have to
you
log
wasn't
into
able
work
see
to
that
do
one. Fairy
shit.
Fire doesn't require sight.
But
Oh,
just
it
stay
doesn't
safe.
require sight.
At some point when
Correct.
things calm down, I'll
Except it-
mail you
Alright,
some
fine,
stuff,
that's that.
or
I'm
we'll
gonna-
link
I'm gonna
up at
ask
some
you let me
point.
do it like this. So, I want to use Ice Knife,
Okay.
which, when it hits something, it scatters in a 5-foot radius around where I hit.
Impaling
the
all of your
owlbears are-
teammates. Yes.
No, because
if
it
you
hits.
do that, you will hit the second one.
But I'm asking, can I angle it like here, like in this bottom right-hand corner of the owlbear, so it only hits the 2 owlbears and not my 2 allies? Because it's only within 5 feet, and the owlbears are big, and they take up, 4 squares.
Is there a save? Like a dex save or
Yeah.
something?
I believe so. Yeah.
If there's a dex save, then I'll let your allies roll at advantage.
Bubba.
I'll leave that up to you guys.
Under, that wasn't calling you.
Nibs has evasion, so Nibs actually gets he's pretty much fine, and Flavia's
help you?
raging, so
Oh,
you
I
can both
don't have
fail.
Oh, I do have
Or
a
half-
on dex saves. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Sorry, I just looked at Monk stuff.
I do have evasion.
Can't roll the dice,
So
Hondo.
Flavia would
You're a
take quarter
cat.
damage.
You don't
Alright, I'm
have
just gonna
thumbs.
do it.
Fucking do it.
I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at 5th level.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna use it on that owlbear. And I have advantage on it. Let me make sure.
Nice. Let's go.
enabled, Because it's fairy fired.
Yeah, he's finally making muffins for dessert.
Of course, that did not work, so it's going to be. They just never work for me.
I would just roll out their dex saves.
1d20 plus. Well, I have to hit first, so 1d20 plus 9. This is rolling dice.
Same. Mine got 2.
It still says rolling dice.
Yeah, mine's lagging too. Huh.
That got a return at least.
There's probably one more. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I
Hey,
just lagged
very
out for-
nice
for,
rolls.
Nib saves. I'll hit, but I'm gonna roll because it's an advantage anyway. And Flavia needs to save as well. So they both fail. Nib saves.
3 of them? I don't know
Why'd
why
you
there
roll
was
3?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just lagging, so
figured.
probably
We'll
thought
figure
first
some.
didn't go.
Alright.
Just-
I
Just do it
haven't
first.
spent money
but
on
20 but
Christmas
23
presents
hits, right?
realistically. I've just been
Yes,
printing
23
them.
Okay. So
So
they're
they
immediately
both-
gonna take. Well, the first one takes immediately 1d10 piercing damage.
Okay.
So 3 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then everyone else. So Nibs does not, but Flavia, I would assume, needs to make the saving throw still. So I can determine whether they take damage or not.
Alec.
Alec!
We lost Alec.
Alec!
Oh,
Alec!
I need to make a
Dex
save.
save.
Alec!
Yeah,
Dex.
dex save. That's a save, so they
Beautiful.
take a quarter
Yeah.
damage. You're raging, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna take a quarter of what this is, and it's 6d6 cold damage. I think. Hold on.
Sounds right.
Yep. 6d6.
Is there
66?
anything that
Holy
you would
moly.
perhaps want for Christmas that I can 3D print for you?
That sucks. 16 points of cold damage.
Wow, that was rough.
Yeah. I mean, I did do 3 to the first one, but even that was rough because it's supposed to be a 1d10. All right, well,
Oh, for a fifth
I
level
will-
spell slot.
Ice Knife, man. But so Alec, you take a quarter of that, so you would take 4 damage.
Or
And because of Nibs' evasion, he takes nothing.
Yes.
There's characters
and-
built around taking 0 damage.
I guess that'll be the end of my turn. I'll pick a better AoE spell on my next level up, so I can have something better.
Hey, I gave you the big opening for the giant AOE attack for the pile of rats. You
Yeah,
didn't
but I
take
get
it.
a D8 on my hit dice, whereas warrior, fighter, and barbarian get D10. So that's where they get cut in health.
Drake up. Also, did you intend to leave Silas there?
Oh no.
I feel like that was probably an oversight. I'll let you reposit. Yeah, that seems like it was probably not on purpose. All right, back to
I have this thing in my bag. I've had it since Heist. It's called a
What did I
potion
give you in
of
Heist?
phantasmal fire.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's probably one of the potions that we picked up in like the alchemist section. I have a couple potions.
Okay,
up
I
there,
do
too.
remember that. What does it do?
That's what I'm asking. Because
You were
I
supposed to
kind
write
of
it down.
You
No, I kind of
supposed to
remember
write
this.
it
This
down.
was something ridiculous.
You were supposed
Like,
to write it down.
Oh, whoever it hits gets turned invisible and set on fire. I don't remember the exacts of it, but it was something like that. Shit. Let me go back through 6 months of text files really quick. This doesn't take too long. Hell.
Let me get my notebook. So I can write that down.
I don't have it. I have other potions that I have, but I definitely
Why are
don't
you
have
using
that.
something that you don't even know what it does?
That's why I'm asking beforehand.
I'm 100% sure of that much. I know that it sets you on fire and makes you invisible. I'll just roll off of that if you want. I've
just
probably
want
had
to
something
know-
balanced written out, but I can't find it.
I just wanted to know what it did before I decided to just go chucking random vials at people.
It was an experimental potion that sets the person who drinks it on fire and makes them invisible. That's what it does. If you want to use it, then we'll figure out.
Nothing like
precisely
being
what it
invisible and on
does.
fire. Can you just throw it at me? Thanks.
Oh no, they fixed the barrel glitch.
You done, goof.
Oh, the thievery glitch?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Smokey, focus.
Alright, so. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to. Did we take a long rest before all this? Or
Yes,
short
we took
rest?
2 days of rest before
No,
this.
I mean,
At the beginning of the session, everyone should have been healed to full. Since then, no.
With the exception of me.
Yeah, that's true, but that's a separate thing.
I pay attention to these things. It may not look like I do, but I do.
But. Oh, I have 3 vials of alchemist fire. I've been using that.
Did you write down what it does?
I know what alchemist is.
Yo, Mumu, thank you for the
Good,
host,
so-
brother. How are you?
It makes a line of fire. It deals.
My schedule this week looks like I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
That doesn't sound like knowing.
No, I am Catbug. I have
Sorry.
submittals due
Y'all
for.
can give me all this shit.
What do you mean?
No, it's just me.
You could have written it down.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay, me and
I'm
Kenzie.
pretty sure.
I write down everything that I get.
I'm going to use my bonus action to summon the bear spirit, the bear totem.
I have no idea if I'm up early.
Spirit of Bear.
I'm alright. I'm just fucking tired. I'm very mentally exhausted from life's continual bullshit. But my ponytail's looking
Is
fierce.
that the temp hit points one? Or no?
Yeah, that's the 10 hit points one.
Also, I'm
So
still
yes.
trying to figure out what to make for Christmas and New Year's food-wise.
So
Plus
every-
7 HP.
Seven.
Oh yeah, thank you. Shelby reminded me we're doing chicken parm. It needs to be re-dyed. Yeah, New Year's I gotta figure out because no one has bone-in fucking pork roast.
Nibs, move.
For whatever reason, I can't find bone-in pork roast.
With the,
What were you doing tonight, dude?
You'll be fine.
He's small.
Yeah, you could. I literally like 4 foot, 5 foot. You can shoot over me. These owlbears are huge.
Spectre New Game Plus.
That's
Nice.
30.
How's that going as a run for you?
A large one. Yep, that's a 30 that hits.
Think the ferret moved? Did the ferret move?
That was beautiful.
I don't know. I gotta check on the ferret. Oh, good. Do you get
turn?
stuck in it? Do you get stuck in an elevator, Inspector?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Is that
So
the entire
this
game? You're
owlbear
just stuck in an
is-
elevator.
First, going.
Nice, dude. Congrats on that.
To sort of rage.
I
It's
have
not a
to
real rage,
revive
it's good
two
because
of
a
my
real rage
old
would give him
runs.
advantage on strength checks.
This week I
I
have
think he already
level
gets
1
it.
Omega
'Cause- So
Aura
he's gonna try to
for
just barrel his way
15,
in
and
push Nibs
starting
out
in
of the way.
January I'm
Now,
going
Nibs
back
being
to Final
small,
Fantasy 12.
And him being
Skip
large,
the elevator.
He gets
Is that an
advantage. on
advantage?
it.
That's the
Yes,
move.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
does
he
get
does.
advantage on it.
Do I get disadvantage?
No,
That's
it's, I think
entirely
it's
the
one way
move.
or the other. It's either he gets advantage
Is
or
it
you
a
get
strength
disadvantage.
check?
Well, then I
That's a-
get contested, right?
Yeah, contested strength check.
It is contested.
Wait,
Yes.
is the strength check? Because if so, you get advantage while you're in the aura.
Is it?
Oh,
did
she's
you
still
just
where
roll
the food
sta-
bowl
strength?
is,
You
or?
just rolled strength.
Yes.
Oh, he does. He's in the aura.
Oh,
so you get
shit!
advantage.
Oh, I
Nib
can't even
said,
see her.
Not today.
Oh, let's say it was the aura. Let's
Oh,
believe
is that her
that
butt
it's the
right
aura.
there?
Please, let me ask.
Oh, that's her feetsy weetsies.
That's good.
Yup.
Potty.
With the strength of a bear, an actual bear.
Because she moves it around enough. We got a ferret.
I'm gonna
It's
see.
like the
That
dumbest
was
animal
nat
I've ever
19 too.
cared for. She's very smart, but completely oblivious of her own
That's
mortality,
an action, by the way, to do a shove.
where
No,
poop
I'm aware.
goes.
I'm aware. Thanks, buddy.
and how
Thanks.
stinky
I'm
she
totally
is.
aware of that. So he's
We're
gonna get
fighting
that
some
much-
owlbear.
Just a little bit sidled out of the way there at the door. And then
Yeah,
his
I know.
turn. Bringing up
Do
the
they
turn of the next one,
don't?
he's
She just
kind of-
eats, shits, and sleeps, and then pretends she's big and scary when we put her on the bed.
Who's saying fuck
She's
that
like
shit? He's
4
not gonna make
months
the same
old,
mistake. He's also
maybe.
injured, so he's gonna do that, and he's just gonna wail on Nibs.
Bring it, bitch.
So this is +1 claw attack because of the rage. So it's beak and 3 claws. Wait, beak and 2 claws.
Hit. Not
Ooh.
this.
Natural 20.
Yeah, he crit me. All right, so that's a lot. That's 35. No, it's 55. No, what is that? Damn it!
Larry,
So
are
he
you
does-
okay? It's
he does
21
that.
plus 14. It's 35.
I said it first.
I said it first.
Dude,
Got
she is
it.
like the noodliest noodle.
Um,
Sometimes if she's really sleepy, you can pick her up and she just curls up in your hand. It's kind of cute. Still smells kind of like farts though.
fuck it, and we end our turn. And Flavia has
Sometimes
two
it
raging
smells like
owl
farts.
bears, both like Three Stooges.
Well, when you
style,
spray her, she
trying
smells
to
like
squeeze
baby
their way into
powder.
the door and failing.
She definitely gets lazy though, because like she'll climb all the way up to the top of her cage and there's like a little
Alright,
hammock
so,
there.
yeah,
And then she'll just be too
whichever
lazy
one
and
of
just
them
piss
is
on
more
the floor
injured
and
is
shit in the
getting
corner
reckless
there.
attack.
All right,
And she
then there's
wonders
the one
why I
on the
get
left.
mad.
He is very fired also, so your reckless attack is meaningless.
Okay, in that case, yeah, they're both very fired. In that case, Nick's the reckless.
What?
All right.
You'd shit and piss everywhere
We
too.
both get saves, bud.
Oh, they took their turn, so they get saves. Wait, they get saves at the end of every turn?
Against fire.
I'm about to hand her a fucking
Check
pantsuit. She can go get an interview and start
I don't
paying
think
rent.
so.
I don't think so, because I have.
We tried it with the cat. Andor doesn't
Larry
like his
Brown.
suit and refuses to go on
It's just
interviews.
Yeah.
I thought there were things you
What are you
could
gonna
use on.
do?
No, some
Cat just wants to
things,
stay at
not
home.
all things.
Both of Larry's swings hit, or both of Flavia's swings hit.
We could have a business of
Whip,
ferrets.
On the more danger. Jeez.
Do you really
that's
want
gonna
3
be
ferrets?
26
Me either.
plus 20, so it's
Yes,
total
but no.
46.
And then that extra 4 because it doesn't calculate my extra weapon die
Got it?
from being an orc.
It's old. I've seen that before. Vita.
And then another 14.
Got it.
I got a
He is
while on
very close to
I'm
death.
on the turn order now.
And can't really ready a move, so I guess that's it.
I've spent the
Silas
past
is
like
up.
4 or 5 sessions basically only using my bow because there's no point in me going up front anymore.
For Silas.
So I don't know. I'm thinking about my character's build a lot, and it kind of bums me out.
Windows just completely
I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find like a better weapon or a better bow at some point. Maybe some better
I believe they were
arrows.
boarded up
Fucking know.
entirely.
Windows are boarded up.
I mean, if you're going to board up windows so that it matters, then you're going to board them up entirely. If rats can get
space for
you know.
Is there enough space for Silas to kind of
Again, not really. It was board. Rats were coming in. If it was boarded up to prevent things from getting in, then you're trying to keep rats from getting in. If you're trying to keep rats from getting in, then nothing is necessarily getting in or out.
Brad, I
Like,
said, can Silas squeeze through the bugbears?
oh,
Yeah, you know what's worse? Having children.
No.
And then I said no. Because small
I do
bird-
not want children.
and pretty much like filling up the doorway there.
It's just
Womb wrecker.
You hear something angry outside, but you see nothing happening. Ben's back up. Top of the turn order.
Hello. I unhide and I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker. I get advantage, right? Because fairy fire.
You already got advantage because you've got allies next to it. I think.
No,
And
I get
fairy
sneak
fire.
attack, but also I'm
No, fairy
hidden, so
fire
I
is
get
the
it.
important one.
So I get advantage on like 4 times. So I'm just gonna keep rolling dice until you tell me to stop.
You're attacking the more injured one or the less injured one?
The one that would actually make sense that I could shoot it. Because I'd have
Yeah,
to
that would be that one. Okay.
I'd have to curve around the door frame.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool, 23 hit.
Yup.
Alright. We're gonna start with 8. Go up for sneak attack. 6, 7, and 3 is 10, so it's a total of 18 damage first round. Extra attack is a 15 gonna hit.
No.
Alright, you stop pulling my mouse. Anyway, I use my bonus action to hide. I have a fucking nat 1 on stealth, so I guess that's not gonna fucking happen.
Ben does not successfully hide though.
Fuck me. That was an absolute failure of a fucking turn. Also, I hate literally the past 5 sessions have just been. Well, I guess I'll shoot my bow.
Step.
Well, I guess I'll use my bow. Yeah, if you didn't know, Reliant, cats are synced up, dude. They
Can I
receive
choose
signals from the
2?
United States government telling them to act out
This is
and
a bear
shit.
totem. Not the unicorn or whatever.
Yeah, it's 10 hit points.
No, I fucking wish we did. I wish we got $600 for the
Yeah,
bear.
that's
That
pretty
fucker's
fair.
expensive. I have to buy the.
Oops,
next
I didn't want to
too.
use that.
Alright.
I meant to just minimize it. I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery on this fucker right here. Not Nibs, this guy.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna give me an HP roll, will you?
Yeah, it's looking pretty alright.
The ferret food.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast. That's all. I remember hearing Nibs get his ass punched.
Half my health is gone, bud.
So I'm gonna use Healing Word at the 4th level. So
They have free
it's gonna
range
be
chicken run.
14 health.
Oh.
And then I'm going to choose to bardically inspire Flavia with a pretty sweet dance, but like real
Yeah.
silently and awkwardly. I'm gonna be like, Flavia,
Wow, a case of
who
12.
didn't turn around. I'll just be like, oh, yeah, and I'm just like doing some real interpretive shit, real quick, you know.
What's wrong with you?
And I like to imagine that Flavia is like, got it. And
She's just
Now
understand.
motivated to look the other way.
yeah, exactly.
Togo
exactly.
Valley Fleet.
You're like,
May
please
not
let's
have
get this.
worked the
Please
way-
let's get this done.
May not have worked the way intended, but it works.
Hey,
Fucko,
inspiration is inspiration.
The bibs.
Fucko number 1 to the left. Smack.
How rocky
That
is
is a hit.
they?
That was 15.
And that is a sleigh. Blah.
Blah, motherfucker. Now this fucko right here.
Jesus.
15. I didn't even know that was a crit. Whatever. It's cool.
Yeah.
So had a 1.
Beef, they have
sure.
chicken, they have lamb, they have
Um.
cotton.
What do I do? Let's stay and strike this guy again. So we can get it. And that.
Yes. Boom.
Alright, so then I'll bonus action smack bitch.
Yeah, I'll go with
Hits for 6. And then I'm gonna back away right here. On my turn.
Kenzie's up.
Once.
Okay, so I can't really see them, can I? Oh wait, he moved. Can I see the one out the door now or no?
Try not to.
If you get over here, you can. If you get over to the side, you can kind of. You're gonna have to get like kind of far over though.
Can you ping it? I don't know what you mean.
This corner over here,
Well, it's over.
below and to the
almost
left of the
8
pews, and you can see. So kind of
Like
like just
there?
those 40 footers. Yeah, down one or two.
Okay,
Because
There
the
you go.
bags-
and I can see it.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I am going to cast. Oh, actually, crap.
Keep in mind it is
No,
stunned.
it's just an op. I could.
And fairy fires.
Not a
Not
good
the-
day for him.
Not that both matter, I don't think, but
I'm gonna redact that last movement so I can go there instead. I can still see him, right?
yeah, fine. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I'm gonna
14,
cast Blight at 4th level,
already.
which is a
Points.
Constitution
That.
saving throw. That
Bonk.
is a fail,
Not exactly.
and I said 4th level, so
Another
Blight
That's
at
damage.
4th level coming in, 37 points of necrotic damage.
First breakdown rounds.
There we go. There's some big damage.
Very nice.
That is a, yeah, that is a non-insignificant chunk.
Mhm.
And then I'll kind of like nod to Flavia. There you go. I've softened it up for you. And my turn.
Drake.
I will use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark the one that's already damaged.
Less.
And then I'll just use my next equip.
You cannot see it from there. Same as what I just told Roy. You've got to be over in that left corner there to see it.
Ugh. You keep.
Is this fine?
Here or down. Or here, I'll make a square. Why not? B.
Okay. Okay.
Or
I'll just.
there you go.
Yeah. I realized I just did like a dumb thing and completely unmuted myself because I thought I like would mute my entire.
Hunter's Mark.
I'm an idiot and I. God fucking damn it. Fucking ignore me. Nice roll, Roy. I love you.
Thanks.
You're the most handsome person here besides Trad.
Can't argue that.
Roll an insight check.
Contested insight. Let's go. All right. I hope you can beat a 17.
All right. Well, I rolled a natural 20, but it's off screen, so you can't see that I actually rolled a natural 20, so I win.
And I get a plus 20 as the DM.
Right
so.
there, baby. Fuck. I'm working in reverse. There we go.
Smokey, go ahead. Or 27 hits.
Anyway, what the fuck was I on about? Oh, I ordered it. I just ordered
Good
that.
chunk. And the slight extra ka-chunk.
A Persian.
Well, Nibs is finally out of the way.
Nice.
However, it's still really pissed off at Flavia.
Stunned. It doesn't do anything, Travis.
I'm just
fuck, you're
basically
right.
feeding the 3D
Yeah, shut the
print
hell up.
cartons.
Alright, done. Flavia, take your turn.
I'm still up in.
It's stunned and fairy fired. Unfortunately, I
Okay,
really
really
don't
don't
know
and
how
fire
to
can't touch your part.
If
There is no getting away from
I do
advantage
that,
on
I'm
this thing.
buying
Those both hit.
3D projects. Pretty much it.
25,
So
19,
filament will be here.
35, 44.
I have filament coming
Jeez.
tomorrow, and I have the filament coming. I have that other large commission, which I will start on
Yep.
Wednesday.
All right. If no more, then Silas is up. Silas is up.
For Beach. Reliant, you should
It's all there.
commission me for
Not
some
star.
incredibly
And finally
ridiculous.
has something like clear path.
fucking
Double check
3D
his,
print.
his loose feed. As he comes in, you spot that, as stated before, this owlbear is both already is somewhat injured, but
What you want?
somewhat larger than the others. He kind of struggles to make it into the door. However, you don't
Life-size model of
suspect him to
2B.
be wildly different than any of the others in the room, or that you just fought.
I mean, I could. Is there any reason why you're stepping all over my phone with your
that was
poopy
30,
paws?
still a 10 feet of move.
I like
That
this.
doesn't get me very far at all. That gets me there, though. I will take an attack of opportunity from Flavia, and then there's going to be some
Steps
swings
all
on
over
Nibs.
it.
An opportunity on Flavia.
Andor, get off my table.
Yeah, like I said, Flavia gets that.
You did. That was appreciated, man. Thank you.
That's a hit.
Palmer, do you want to stop any of those? Because I'm taking all of them right now.
It's ironic that I basically submitted to 2
22,
marathons,
27, 23. What's your DC?
almost not knowing what even Thunderthon was for, and it
Yeah,
turned out to be also
I'll
animal.
stop one of them, host.
Andor, get off my table.
I'm gonna stop the 22 naturally. I'll see Larry getting his ass stomped, and I'll say, "Hey, you big fucking bear!" And then I'm gonna pull out my an instrument and say,
He's got
"Hey,
a thick ass neck. My cat has a thick ass
I
neck.
know it's hard to feel," and distract it with the power of Hawthorne Heights.
Again.
Yeah.
Hey, nice.
Man,
It's very confused.
if you did it on the crit, you would have taken it all away. That'd been great. But oh well, that's good. The beak one.
On the what?
The
It's all right.
27. If you had the 10, it would have been. You would have negated a crit.
I
That'd
blew
be
my
crazy.
load on
Oh, yeah,
fucking
that ain't-
almost
That's
10
the shit, man.
kilograms
I
of
got it.
fucking filament.
All right, so the second and third.
But
were
most of the
hit.
Christmas presents
first
are
one was
made.
not.
Yeah.
That is much better than the alternative, I believe.
34.
As Ben's turn comes up, he hears the distant sound of growling and snarling that you now recognize as direwolves.
Are they coming in from behind me over here?
No, they're coming in from outside. Also,
Okay.
in between turns there, the old man decided to take one more set of pews back. He's on the initiative order, I just didn't put him there.
Well, I only have
He's
one
on-
target, so I'm gonna do the same thing I've done the past 5 sessions and
You have... no.
shoot my bow. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Cool. I am going to do a very unimpressive 7 damage to it.
Ben,
Alright.
Ben,
Yes.
Try to play the fucking sound.
I will, but he can't hear it.
What sound are we playing?
Sneak attack sound. You get sneak attack.
Oh yeah, I guess you are within 5 feet. I'm sorry. It's at the it's the diagonal.
He keeps the game volume or the Chrome volume muted.
Well, this is gonna be maybe better. That's gonna do 10.
Alright.
Extra attack.
Yeah.
A 28, that'll hit. That's gonna do, hey, max damage, 13.
Not bad.
I just had to complain about it. Bonus action, hide. Hey, 19, so 29 on
Better
stealth.
than that one.
Yeah, almost the exact opposite. Yay.
Palmer.
This has literally been me for the past 5 sessions.
All right.
You do like the measure? The
This
measuring
time,
cups are up on the
I'm choosing
website for
to-
sale. I just put them up there so it's easy.
Pull back the bow.
You would get
or
your
the
option
string on my
of
hand
black,
crossbow.
white, or gray.
I'm gonna real smooth. I'm gonna run
I could make it in
this
glow in the dark
direction.
if you wanted. It'd make you a 1 of 1.
and in this direction and slide
That's
on
a
my
lot.
knees.
That's a lot of
back
filament for
behind
glow in the dark, but whatever.
this. Some real straight James Bond shit. So 1, 2, 3.
In the
Boom.
dark.
Slide to a finish here.
I think I
Put
put
my
them up for
elbows
like
up
15.
on this ledge.
It's like
take
$5
aim at this
shipping. It's like
motherfucker,
20 bucks.
And boom.
That's a hit.
What's good, baby?
Crossbow.
9
Sounds
piercing
comfy.
damage.
He just takes crossbow bolt.
Wait, what does this fucking bear do
Yeah.
again?
The only reason it's
Advantage
not
on
any
all
less
7
expensive is
points
because
and
it
advantage.
takes
Oh,
like
that's-
forever to
that's
print
why I
one. It's
went
like a 15
Oh,
or
I
16
would've
hour
lost those
print.
already. Holy shit.
That was my question.
Mainly because I'm really anal about it. Like the first couple of times I printed them, they like bowed up at the corners,
you were good.
and it's fine. Like all the
So wait, it
measurements are
doesn't
still
do anything to
accurate,
what I
but
was
like
just
the
doing?
bottom couple of layers bowed up, so it like
Okay.
just looks
All right,
fucking
well-
weird.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm running low on inspiration, so I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn there.
No worries, dude. My commissions will forever be
Nibs?
open. It's just a question of how long people have to wait.
God, they really want to eat me. Arr. Slap, slap, slap. Dick, dick, dick. Fuck you. 16?
I'd be okay with that.
Nope.
Steady income. next
Oh,
2
extra
months.
attack. 29 hits.
Yes, it
Sling,
does.
sling strike. I don't wanna-
Again.
Don't fucking count to me. I would. Cut my production time in half and second. Plan on
Get
getting
out.
it off.
Alright, so I'll
Part of
flurry
my
of blows.
commission.
Let's just go. Let's go
Part of my-
full octane on this bit. That
Mhm.
hits. I'm almost positive.
Yep.
25.
I've thought about doing it.
27. There you go.
Yep.
Let go.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Barks I saw my shit on Twitter and
is no longer
contacted
stunned.
my basically
Kenzie, you up?
contacted me for business.
Okay, so you said that
Oh.
one is still alive, or just died. I'm sorry.
That had just texted,
I'll-
which he could have
I'll-
done. I wouldn't have been
So-
mad at, but it was
Hold
cool.
on, yeah, I'll just move myself too. I just put myself in between you and
Mhm.
the owlbear.
I didn't even
I'm sorry,
send him
what'd
an
you say the
invoice. I
3 was
should have
again?
invoiced him. Just so like. it
That's
was-
it's been raging.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then the other one's
Yeah.
fairy fired, and what's the purple?
yeah, he paid me already, which is why I
Hunter's
started
Mark.
Hunter's
paying.
mark. Okay, good. Just making sure. All right.
Yep.
No,
Then I will.
no pay, no print.
Ooh. Do I remember if owlbears have reach or not?
It's done. It's done. Doesn't matter.
Oh, this one's stunned.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But you would
Then
also remember the answer.
We can talk all they want. I can
Okay.
also just refuse to.
I am going to
After
do my
business.
melee spell attack on it then. So I'm going
fuck
to.
either. I'll work out payment
life
plans. You
tap.
pay half of it. I'll print half of
And
it.
since it's stunned, it's going to be an advantage, which is 1d20 plus
If not, I
9.
finish it and put it up on Etsy and sell it for like almost double.
Plus 9.
That's the way it
I would
goes.
assume a
That's what my
27
pricing's
hits.
been. Is like half
27
Etsy
hits.
price.
Alright, so it's going to be dose d8, I
Mhm.
believe. Yeah, dose d8.
That is the only
plus
person
5.
I haven't.
What level spell is that?
It's
Sure.
life
Beyond,
tap. It's,
like,
it's my
hey, here's
my
this-
like my
That's
my
right,
basic
that's
hit
right.
Yeah,
ability
she have
thing.
always paid ahead.
Yeah.
But I can only use it
I mean, she may have started a sketch.
5 times
Always paid her ahead.
per long
Always
rest.
paid Noah ahead.
Or what my what's
Uh,
it called is.
Anything on 5 paid
my
ahead.
constitution or my charisma mod.
Asa, I think, paid ahead.
Plus 5.
Now, is it the damage it takes, or is it the damage you do that you get back? I've always wondered on those.
Haru didn't let me
things,
pay, so I
if
had the
it's, like,
back end find
resisted
his donate
or
button.
decreased.
So if I killed it,
I think I
it
gave
would
you
be
his PayPal
twice
so
as
you could
much
pay him.
temporary hit points. But because I just deal it, I gain that much temporary hit points.
just
so
the
I gain.
damage, not how much it
Yep.
takes. That doesn't work for you, but
I mean, it says how much damage I deal to it.
true. Cool. I was just wondering.
Yeah. So I deal 20 points of damage, so I get 20 temporary hit points.
Yup.
And then I will 5, 10,
Even
15,
just steady like
20,
one a month would be nice.
25, and that's all of my movement.
I need to get like,
So
a
I
big
will
cosplayer or something. Get
Yeah.
lucky.
Drake.
Let's take a step back and use my action to whip the
Maybe.
owlbear that's in front of 12 yet.
Yeah.
At advantage because of fairy fire, followed by 100 more damage.
You do.
If you have. 16. You said the one in front of Flavia?
Yeah.
That one hits.
Ooh, different ACs.
Yes. He likes boy butts.
All right.
I don't know what to
And
tell
for
you.
a bonus action?
Rico's
I'll use my
kind of
bonus
into boy
action
butts.
with a healing word at second level.
Bloody. I could use it. I'm hurting. I'm getting whacked.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were still down on that. I thought you got healed. My bad. I thought he.
I got
like, I thought
then
Palmer healed
whacked
you.
again. I'm up and then down. It's all good.
You could have used a bonus action on your turn to heal. I think it was 5 hit points on the end of your turn.
I can? How? What does that do?
By being
That's a
within 10 feet of
mobility.
me. Nope, it's a me thing.
Damn thing. It's all good.
It's
It's all good, man. We're,
Larry.
I used my bonus action for flow.
This
It's
is
all
all
good.
the time.
So that's
I'm
7.
sorry, they just begin their turn. My bad. I was wrong.
Yeah, you good, man.
Yeah, that's my turn.
They didn't begin within 10 feet of you, by the way.
Yeah, I said it wrong.
As it was going to before, it makes its way in, stays within range of Flavia, and it's going to take its swings. Of course, it's 2 on the clogs because of Fury, and I've been using the wrong rolls so far, so we're going to use the right rolls this time. Looks like I should have used the wrong rolls again. I had better.
Nice.
Hey, it did a thing.
It did a thing very poorly. Flavia, yeah, you take a small amount of damage, and your turn is up.
Yep. And let's see if I can hit this. Right back, finishing it off, hopefully.
You might. He is not in good shape. Both hit. Wow. 21, not quite. The other one, 11 is
So 33.
33. 33. That is enough. That is enough. It falls dead. That.
Excellent.
That'll help. Thanks.
Establish a flank, and that's it. That's my turn.
As your turn ends, you note the sounds of growling growing much louder from outside. Silas is up.
You hear the growling, so there's no point sending him out. I'm just gonna keep him on guard with the old man.
Oh God. Stunned.
Stunned indeed. The old man
Stonked.
is still not so sure about all of this, so he's going to creep back a little bit more. And at the top of the turn order, what were you trying to say there?
Doing Nibs things. Never mind.
Okay.
And, buddy.
You might want to hold off on that a second there, Ben.
Go ahead.
At the top of the turn order, you see one dire wolf run in, one just behind it.
I would not see that one.
As you as Nibs has been outside already, he may.
Oh yeah, I
he-
forgot.
he-
I didn't know they were coming out. There's direwolves. My bad.
That's
Thanks for
alright. This
letting
one's
us
about to get
know.
its shit pushed
We are
in.
in
24
I
hit.
didn't have time to talk. We were fighting right away. Damn it. Didn't think it would become an issue.
24
you
hit.
put them on the turn order, but then it will be most likely unless one of them actually gets something good here. Nope. All right, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
24.
24 on that wolf hits.
Were you going wolf?
Sneak attack.
No, not on wolf. No sneak.
Yeah, I saw a pinging on the wolf. I assumed it was
Yes, on the wolf.
on the wolf.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. We're going to start with 10 damage from base.
Ben, no sneak attack.
Why no sneak attack, Larry?
There's no one there, Ben.
He's hitting.
Larry, I was stealth.
Yeah, he hit.
So he had advantage. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, you're good.
And we're going to do 10 with sneak attack. I'll hit it with extra attack. And that's going to be a 25
That hits.
and a paltry 7 damage. I roll to hide and throw my
All three
dice.
maybe, but the die rolls are tough.
17. Is that good enough to stealth or no?
17 total or a roll of 17? Well, I mean,
Total.
No, it's good enough. You're good.
And my turn.
Palmer.
Do it. I know what you want to do. Do it. Do the
One
thing. Do the thing you
trick
wanna do last time.
pony.
Oh, okay, you can hear me. Sorry, I have a hotkey on mute. I want to make sure it works. Do the thing. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? I'm just gonna shoot my crossbow bolt some more.
I thought we were gonna do the ground thing where you can hit them all.
No, there's only fucking one in. Oh, these are. Yeah, I don't think that I can reach. Hold on. I was thinking about that, but isn't it a
30, right?
Oh yeah, I could probably do that. But let me read it one more time. Constitution save. All right, so I run the gambit here as I step forward, and hope that they all have bad constitution. And I will cast Destructive Wave. I need a con check from those 3 enemies.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Owlbear fail.
Yeah, let's go. That was the one that probably had the biggest con too.
Fail.
And you don't have to be able to see the last one. That sucks.
Is it an
That's not an
advantage?
advantage. No, it's not an advantage.
Oh, okay.
Nice, they all failed.
Yeah, it's all failed.
So it's 5d6 thunder and 5d6 radiant.
We're going radiant today. All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling radiant. Oh, do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's your attack.
I mean, why? That's the best part of D&D, rolling damage. I mean, now why wouldn't you? Nice. That is
Not bad.
a lot of fucking damage. Holy shit.
37.
37 to all of them fucks. Let's go.
What does that mean, destructive wave? Maybe I should be looking into
It's
that.
probably the biggest amount of single move damage that has been done so far. You totally one-shot the wolf outside without even being able to
learn
see
it.
it. The other wolf also died. And the remaining one just takes damage, but is not very happy about it.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna. That drops Fairy Fire, by the way. Oh wait. no, it
It doesn't matter. Nobody has Fairy Fire alive on them anymore.
Okay, cool. It doesn't anyways.
Here's concentration that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, why would that drop Fairy Fire?
It doesn't. I was wrong.
Yeah, okay.
I step back to my spot, back to my knees, prop my crossbow up on the ledge again, and I say, "Get 'em, boys!"
Oh, you got him good, but all right.
That was over 100 total damage. Has anyone done over 100 damage one swipe? 20 hits.
8. Oh yeah.
That's another hit.
15. Flirt.
24. Okay.
24. 6. Top 7. Last one, if it's not dead, stunning strike.
He is not dead. You wouldn't know, of course, but stunning strike comes through, and it's gonna be. Nope.
All right. And I'm gonna walk.
Almost.
I'm gonna walk away.
Almost a 100% chance that he will simply die on this turn. And considering he is stunned and can't really do anything about it, we simply call it there. I mean, I assume you are, unless anybody has anything to do other than continue to wail on the owlbear until it dies. No? Great.
No, no, I'm gonna stab it.
Nope.
Stabby.
So, slight bit of fast forward there. Everyone wails upon the stunned owlbear until it dies.
All right.
The room again falls quiet.
I should use it last stunning. Oh.
How's the old man looking?
Terrified after all of this, but he's fine. He didn't take any damage. Managed to prevent anything from even getting in the room to get close to him, so
Oh, I'll walk over to Nibs.
it's probably
Are
a
you
good
alright?
thing to go against wolves.
Oh, you're alright, Nibs. I saw you take some hits. Larry.
Sorry, John. Batteries. What happened?
Are you alright? I saw you take some hits.
You know, a short rest, or we can heal me up. Either one's good. I think short rest would help me a lot more.
I mean, the reason I say that I don't know if I want to take a short rest is we just made a big commotion, and I fear some things might come to investigate. I think moving might be our best.
Let me use some of them, that sweet
All right,
energy.
I will caress Nibs's chin and lean in like I'm going to kiss him, and then just kind of retract with like a smirk, and I'll use
Okay.
I believe it's called just Life on Demand.
New.
Yeah.
I can use. I can use as much.
At level 10, you can use as many hit dice as my Constitution modifier, I believe.
Spellcasting mod. So, charisma, right?
Yes, which is 5. So you can use 5 hit dice right now, and it's with your Constitution modifier added on.
1.
That looks that description looks partial. After you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest. I know
Before using it again, it's probably that.
Yes, but the way
Yeah.
it phrased it sounds like, okay, well, you got to rest now, buddy.
Yeah. Something like that, right?
I think one more there, Nibs. You need us?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. That's what I was trying to 29.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah, I know.
more
I'm
than half
not-
of what you were missing. Do you want me to
Yeah.
top off a little bit more? I still have some first level spells.
Hold it. Just hold it. It's fine. We should be fine.
Okay.
I
Okay.
need it for something else. Let's get moving. Unless we want to get some food off these guys. I mean, we could use.
Not
more
particularly. I think now is the time to leave. I think if the longer we wait.
All right, old man. Come on, let's go. And I will help the old
What?
man.
Okay.
Lies is super.
He took on a Medusa. Stop it.
Yes, but he's got 2 levels of exhaustion from having been petrified for possibly months.
Good old man. Again, what Bogo? Bagoo.
Flavia will be taking the lead.
Bagoo is correct, yes.
Bogo.
Bagoo hops out into the daylight after you and shields his eyes from the harsh rays of the sun.
Okay.
All right, we move. I just
Or
I can't.
Boogie.
Move it. I'm with the guy, so if you move the guy, and I'll follow him. Brad.
I was gonna say, do we really need to move ourselves, or can we just say we're heading back to camp?
I mostly just want to hear how you guys are proceeding from here. Are you carrying him? Are you just like walking alongside him? Is it just
If
kind
he-
of like out?
If he can't move, I would say
He is
either
moving
Nibs or Drake.
considerably slower than the rest of you. He can
Okay,
walk,
I would-
but it's slow.
I'm.
What about me? Because I only have a strength of 10. I can't carry nobody.
stronger than me, stronger than Nibs, stronger than Dev, and Flavia's leading. So
I can't carry him. I mean, I could try. It's really be awkward.
aren't dwarves supposed to be like strong, fortuitous?
I think that's like a stereotype, and I don't think it's really nice. Like I could call you Devil Boy, that you will.
Hey. I was trying to like pep him up to
Oh.
pick up the old man
I
and be
just
like,
said
I'll show you
probably-
strong.
He's probably really weak. That's all I'm saying.
I can try and carry the old man with me.
I'll see if I can carry it.
I don't know if you would like. Why don't you ask him if he wants to carry? He wants to have his own. I mean, first, like, just don't grab him. Jeez. Elder, God.
Remind me, it's 15 times strength is carry weight.
More than
I
just a
believe
piggy-
Yeah, makes sense.
Come on. He could piggyback him. Come on, it's not that hard.
120 pounds. How much is Kenzie carrying? Ooh, he's carrying 88 pounds
Oh,
already.
You're talking to me? I thought what's it called was taking it.
Oh, I was just looking at you.
Spinach
specifically,
dip.
that's all.
Have you tried cutting the bread smaller?
I mean, like, I
I
would give
know-
somebody else
yeah.
my backpack of stuff, you know,
Oh,
No,
okay,
you gotta
okay.
cut those in half. No, you cut that in half.
which
my
gives me
God.
advantage, doesn't it?
No wonder your tummy got angry.
If you hand off your bag to someone else and have that advanced or enhanced ability, sure, you can carry the old man. Kenzie.
Let's do that.
My balls are bloody.
Alright.
This sucks.
With the strength enhanced ability will increase his carry to double his carry capacity.
Oh, would I just be able to carry him then, or do I still have to hand off my pack?
I
It
didn't
doubles my
notice
carrying capacity.
Doubles. No, you still need to hand off your pack.
All right, I'll hand off my pack to, I guess, Drake. Yeah.
For
Which
the,
one?
for the sake of setting the scene, how are you carrying him?
I'll give him piggyback.
Thank you.
Silence, just wave it around. You have bear strength. You have bears.
With
Full
full strength applied, Kenzie
Full strength.
lifts the old man up and or put some piggyback style on his back. And with that, you all are able to move at normal speed. out of camp? Are you or out of the city? Are you going all the way out, or just to the limits?
I don't know. Let's go to the limit. Let's go to the limits and see what we see. I mean, how far is the camp? Do you think he could make it on his own? What the time it is? Probably not.
I'd say we just return. Like, I know it sucks because it feels like we're wasting so much
I'm
time
down.
in consecutive days, but like,
get back. You guys are really upset that I don't know if you guys get upset we're taking so much time on this.
Hey, the dragon's
I don't
back.
care.
No, the dragon's not back. He left.
What?
It's just our marker for some reason. He hasn't updated.
Next, I haven't come up with a better party token yet. I think about it literally every week, and I haven't come up with it.
It keeps me up at night.
No, I mean,
What
like
about-
every Sunday when I log on and I start messing with stuff, I see, oh, it's still a dragon token. Oh, shit. it
Okay.
reminds me.
Hold
And I
on.
never.
Now, hear me out. What about a party hat? You know,
Party hat.
because it's the party.
Oh,
Every
Aw.
party needs a pooper. That's why they invited you. Party pooper.
I could,
we're going
but
back
I
to
won't.
camp? I'm down. I'm down for camp. Anyone have objections?
Nope.
Get this guy to the kids.
Not me.
All
I
right.
used my rages already. I'm good.
All right, let's go take the old man to the Kia. The Kinder.
The old man
How long
returned
does it take
to the
for-
camp with
how
you.
long
He might
does
be
it
huge.
take
Okay.
for,
What anime is this guy from? Holy shit.
I literally typed in old anime monk. I don't know what anime he's from.
Where is that from?
I knew what I wanted it to look like. I didn't know where I would find it.
How long does it
So
take for us to
you,
get back to camp?
does Kenzie give the piggyback ride the whole several-hour trip back, or just to city limits?
Because enhanced ability only lasts an hour.
keep casting it on me then. It's not like we're fighting,
Okay.
Yeah, that's a point.
and we're not gonna go back
Then
into
he
the
doesn't
city.
trudge in slowly and sadly behind you. He rides in on Kenzie's back and is very relieved to be out of all of that mess and nonsense. Yet still looks like he's ready to just pass out at a moment's notice, though.
All right, Nibs, can you at least show him to where his
All right, let's wait,
fellow
buddy.
disciples are?
They're not the same. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we'll do some stuff, Trad, with me talking to him about this. I don't want to bring it up. Like, I would want to talk to him about what his order's like, all that stuff. We don't have to do this right now, right? Or, yeah? Is that okay? We do that offline?
Up to you.
We'll do it offline. I don't think everyone wants to wait through me asking them all these questions. I'll do it back and forth with you when you're ready offline.
Okay, then on the off chance that you learn something that the rest of the party could know, or could stand knowing, maybe figure out the reason why not to share it.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go with like, hey, all right. So I talk to him. Hey, so wait, it was just you? Where's the rest of the monks or acolytes or priests? What happened?
Well, ideally, they're all here in the camp and they're in the refugee.
No, there was none over the age of 13 or so. I think the one kid was definitely not a priest. I don't know where they.
No. I mean, like, they weren't in the city or they weren't at the church or like inside the church's walls when this all
so they're in
started.
the camp. Oh, that would have been something I could have done.
Hopefully.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
looking
don't
for a
know.
better bow.
Anyway, here are the kids. Yeah. So what happened? Why do you guys get stuck?
He seems initially excited to see the children, and then he realizes that he's now responsible for all 40 of these children, and he doesn't even have
I
to
don't
say
know.
it.
This
he's
is
not.
made
That's why I brought
Mifflinburg.
you here because we saved the city.
Mifflinburg.
And, we saved you, so
Up north here, like an hour and a
It's
half.
your
He's
job.
maybe a little less excited to be back and unpetrified now. As far as what happened, he explains to you that when everything first started, they tried to just block off doors as best they could and just hold out in the church, but inevitably the church did get attacked. One Medusa got in, he managed to stop it, and because of the way it worked out, the kids or the one remaining kid who was taking care of everything after he petrified managed to do a better job of boarding up the door, realizing that
no one
it
came
could
back to check on it. None of the monks or the priests or anyone associated with the Church of Cord came back to try to help. That doesn't sound right.
He frowns pretty deeply as you say this and nods in agreement. Like, no, you're right. It is weird.
What kind of temple are you running? Like that sounds really bad.
My character sells drugs to kids.
It does sound bad, but not necessarily. Like, I don't know what you think, but I feel like they could still be petrified in the city somewhere, or lost here in the camps, or they could have spread out or something.
But
That's, I guess, yeah.
The lines make her
Anyway,
one to look like
Maybe they were just talking
forever
jackasses.
centimeters
Jesus. What kind of church was I running?
Like, at least
Must
this
have
guy,
actually-
at least one guy. Was there anyone, like, what's his name? Like, what was his name? Like, you would call out. If I find him, I could give him a good slap.
Well, I mean,
Come up with another name, Chad.
That's
Come
fun
on.
getting you having.
mostly whenever I
I like
needed
making
things
fun
in
of these
church,
people who
my
are like
right-hand
overly
man name
artistic
was-
about their stuff. I went to the ocean and I felt a
That.
release. The fuck you mean, dog? Your feet got wet.
We called him Riga for short. Riga sat singing.
I remember that. I don't remember the whole thing. Riga. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Riga for short, yes. I don't know where Riga would have gone off to, but he wasn't the greatest fighter, so I'm not surprised he didn't try to get back into Railsburg and save us single-handedly.
It's better, man. Like, seriously, that's really. Oh man, I'm embarrassed for you and your order.
For me, you clearly haven't had the easiest time of things in there either. I saw how that fight went.
Yeah, no.
Even any Medusas.
But the thing is, then you run and then you get out, not stay.
They just had- so we had several try. We passed their petrified statues on the way out.
Anyway, I just wanted to know what happened because it just didn't seem right that you were the only one there.
He says, honestly, I don't know a lot about what happened after I was petrified.
Oh yeah, well, the kids didn't really say much anyway. Anyway, that's all. I gave them some gold. Make sure they didn't spend it all on candy. If you need any more? Hey, is that kid around? I'm looking for that kid that gave the gold.
Yeah, the one that you were talking to.
Got all the bread.
Is definitely their present.
Hey,
He seems very happy to see
kid.
they're all back.
They don't even get your name. What's your name?
I think I did give him a name. I don't remember what it was. His name's Tobin.
All right, Tobin, you still have some money left?
Said what? Yeah, what left?
Money. Don't you dare.
He shakes his head. No.
What did you spend it on?
It's just food, like you told me to, and some of these tents.
Was it just all junk? Did you actually get like blankets? Because you need something to be able to sleep. Anyway, so you have no more.
He grabs your hand and leads you into the nearest tent where there's literally just like a 5 foot tall pile of blankets, which clearly the children have not even touched or thought about using.
All right. Good job. I just want to make
There is, however, blankets. That said, though, as wandering around, you don't see any food.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Here's another 100. Gee, how'd you go through 100? It's a lot of gold. God.
Do you have any idea how much they're charging people for tents in this place right now?
I'd give it to Magoo. I give 100 to Magoo. And gold.
Bagoo takes it very graciously and says, "I'll do my best to make this stretch."
100 is okay. 100 should last at least.
It's a lot, yes.
I mean, really, it's a lot of money. I don't understand why they went through all. Jeez, I shouldn't have. At least they got something they could use. It could have been worse.
The kid scratches the back of his head, looking kind of sheepish, and says, "Again, I don't think you realize how people are price gouging out here. I'm the first to admit that maybe I didn't take the best deals on things, but what do you want from me, man?" The kid looks like he's on the verge of
Hey, who's gouging prices? I'll kill them right now.
Thank you.
It has been established that literally every merchant and everybody who's selling anything in this refugee camp is selling at like enormous exorbitant prices. Because it's a refugee camp and everybody's really fucking desperate. And everything's really valuable.
That's how people get shanked and fucking hanged if they just start doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like people get desperate.
Was that in response to my request?
Lighting fires and flipping cars.
I'll smoke the Reaper right now. Burn this motherfucker to the ground.
That's why I want to get the guy here. All right, you all aren't here. Jesus Christ! Unless you wanted to come with me. All right.
Kind of looks like Ben did, but no one else did.
Ben's a sneaky little sneak and just sneaking around, just wallflowering.
Trying to see if the children have anything to steal.
All right, I'll be in touch again. We're going back in after tonight, so we're gonna.
Do I get any response from my attempts?
From what attempts?
He's trying to give drugs to the kid again. I'm actually talking to him. Like, what the?
Oh, I didn't even see that. You get no response to your attempts now. Selling weapons in the area, you're only like non-magical, like basic supplies and weapons. Unique items and info on unique items. That's going to be opening the city back up to find anything like that. However,
Alright.
there is a black market that is well known in the city. Nobody knows where it is necessarily, but they do have some interesting shit for sale. They are unfortunately though not interested in the split. Your attempts to find a better bow, you can find long bows and short bows and the like, but nothing magical, nothing plus anything, nothing special. Sad, all done. Nibs, before you walk away from the rest of them, the old man does tell you to return and find him when he is rested. For him to properly thank you by teaching you some of what the Railsburg Order of Court is actually capable of.
I hope it's not running and fleeing from a tough situation, because I don't need that.
He gives you kind of like an out the corner of his eyes look and says, maybe you
Well,
don't
when
need
you're
to
a thief,
know about
use your thief
That's
tools.
good. You stood strong. I would want to learn from you, but I mean...
If I can find another thief in
You're
the
right.
refugee
Sorry.
camp, I assume they would probably know where the black market is.
He gives you the eye for a moment and then nods and says, I understand. It has been a long day. You must be frustrated. I am sure you are not normally quite so disrespectful to your elders.
No, I know. I should, I've got a little more uppity now that I've gotten a little bit stronger. I know. I should keep it in check.
He gives you a very short bow and then makes his way back inside where you hear him audibly collapse on the
I
pile.
give the cordial bow that we do in the Church of Cord the secret bow.
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
I do the secret handshake.
It's a secret bow. Peace.
He performs the prayer of Yevon.
Sure. All right. Sleep for the night. I'm guessing it's late, right?
It is getting down there. It's like 5 p.m. or so. You've gone back to town later than this, but not very.
Pat, is it at the point where I would be able to send Silas
I do want his
back into the,
scarf.
like,
That's kinda
over the city towards the
very
direction
cute
of
to
the
kitty.
college, just to like do a little scouting?
Over that side of town?
No, they got hats, beanies, pins, and bubble
the
tea.
college next, right, guys? That's the next tour.
I believe that was established, yeah.
All right, let's rest up. I'm gonna
269.
oh, let's cook first. Flavia, you do your thing.
Let me do Silas first.
it's not
You're
fucking
headed in that
Shannon.
direction. Now, to remind you, you do have to pass through the market to get to University Village. The market area seems not in the best shape. In fact, what's left in town of the obvious, like what's out in the streets and everything, it seems like the marketplace is probably the nastiest and gnarliest of what you have to pass through.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Jonathan's brother from Kensington.
As it is, in the past, and I'll point it out like this. In the past, every time you've done scouting
Yes,
at
that's
night,
Jonathan
you've
from
seen
Queer
very-
Eyes, Kensington
it
cousin.
takes a while for Silas to
Hey.
get back there from the refugee camp, so it's pretty
Hey.
well past sunset.
Do
by
you
the
know
time
where
he
I
gets
can
there.
get some
But
fucking
even
meat?
so, the marketplace has gotten some Medusa traveling around. There's noise. There's activity there, unlike what you've seen in other parts of town.
If Jonathan had a potential fucking addiction to dust off.
To learn more would require a closer examination, which would require risk, which you can do, but that's up to you.
I'm not gonna put Silas at risk.
What?
I want him to make sure. I don't want like an accurate count. I just want to know like, are there what's leading up to the college and what's at the college.
The college area itself seems relatively quiet at night right now, as you've kind of gotten used to seeing in the rest of town, so you're not really getting anything to expect from there. The market definitely has a Medusa presence. I'll say you also see evidence of some cockatrices as well. Beyond that, though, you're unsure.
Around what time does Silas return?
I'll say 9 p.m.
When Silas gets back, I want to seek out.
Easy enough to find.
For a change.
But,
Sometimes that's not.
I guess it'll take some time.
Not about hiding.
Hey, Chad, can you check your DMs?
I see I have DMs. Okay. As you two were, go ahead.
Oh, like, are we having Silas just come back and jumping into that? Because I'm gonna just let Nibs do his cooking stuff and whatever else is gonna take a little while for Silas to get back.
Yeah.
Whoever else had whatever, go ahead.
If you need to talk to me about something, I'm good.
I'm gonna
Because
spend the
you-
rest of my day.
That's the thing. Just goes out and hunts. Is that fine, Flavio? Unless you want to do something else.
If we're not going anywhere, I want to
No
spend the rest of
hunting
the
or-
day.
Yeah, gathering. No, cook what you found. Because
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, your thing. You just do it. I thought with your ability. You just
I auto get some stuff if there's stuff around, and then I can do a survival check to see if I possibly get more.
Cool.
And you definitely get more. More. So forest area, you've definitely been able to find elk and stag before, and you've done enough hunting in this region now where you already kind of know like where to go looking for them, where their watering holes are. So finding an elk is really fast, and on the way back you also find field of wild radishes, and help yourself to a good-sized bushel of them. So you roll back into town with a good-sized dead elk and lots of radishes.
I just see Flavia coming and hulking with radishes and elk. Oh, so messed up.
And radishes and elk is a good combo.
It is. Radishes are very bitter to go against just how gamey elk is.
Cool. We cook it up. It is fucking banging. That's right. I don't have to make a non-meat version too. I don't think Drake's not veggie, is he?
I would assume not.
I don't think so.
I don't
Wait,
think
what?
so.
What's going on?
Is
Is
Drake
Drake,
vegetarian?
is Drake a veggie?
No, Drake's not a vegetarian. That was Lee.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if you made two veggies. I don't know.
Sorry, I've been taking notes.
Okay. All right. Well, Kenzie and Drake.
Okay,
go.
I'm here.
Alright, well, I won't get information
At
that
this
way,
point,
sadly.
Silas is back.
Yep, he's back. You're good.
I would assume Silas let you know all of the glimpses that he saw.
I'm stuck with my bow, and I have no way to find out anything about the city's black market.
Take Silas and
Radishes are good. I use them very sparingly.
look around for Kenzie if it-
The
Yeah,
only time
probably
I'll
easy to find.
actively
Probably
seek
about
them
a
out
fire.
is either like pickled daikon
It's
radish,
easy to cook it.
or if it's like a really fancy, heavily flavored salad, or a salad like a grilled salmon salad, just for the extra texture and
Yes.
bitterness to go against it.
Based on what Silas looks like we're gonna have to
Doing it right.
reduce
Sounds about what I'd expect considering the condition of the city.
yeah, like we have to go to the market for to get to college.
Is that true, Trent? Would Kenzie know of any other way of getting there?
Correct. No,
Okay.
he is
Alright,
Drake is
Kenzie,
correct.
not along. No.
I wanted to know what you felt about doing the covert of trying to get to college, and that would lead to that. Before you answer that question, I need to ask another. Do you know of any alternate entrances on site in and out of the college?
Would I know of any alternate entrances in and out of the college? Having
Again,
gone there for
the
several
college
years.
and university is kind of like a clump of buildings. Like it's like a part of a.
Yeah, I
university.
figured.
It's not so much like a single building that would have multiple entrances. It's kind of like, can you approach this neighborhood from multiple sides? And yes, it's not necessarily again that Kenzie knows this, like it's a secret or something. But yeah, there are multiple ways of approaching it once you're through the marketplace area. But you have to get through the marketplace area first. It's kind of on account of the way the city's built. Let's hop over to that so you can see it. And I can put the thing back so that you can see it more clearly. Back. Okay, yeah. Just the university being and section being kind of all the way out there on the
Fucking
west side.
Baker
There's not a whole
Mayfield
lot of
playing
action
out of his ass
else.
again. Fucking 27 of 32 for 308 yards and 2 TDs. What a fucking animal.
So,
Alright, well, I'll relay that there aren't really secret entrances, and and things like that, and we basically have one way to go in. We can try and be covert, but it's getting to one direction. And on that, unfortunately, regardless of the direction that we take, we're going to have to go into one area. So if it's heavily, I don't know, patrolled or occupied by enemy forces or animals or beasts, what have you, then we'll have to go through them. There's not really an option in that regard. And on that, we've kind of been tasked to find a way to deal with all of the nonsense that's going on in the city currently. Not only just try and fix it, but, you know, maybe find
No,
whatever
that's
the spider.
My thought was that if we can get to the college, we might find some or the university. I don't know what it's going to.
Either one works.
yeah, it's
Interchangeable, doesn't matter.
If we
I like
can get
this.
to the building, we
Top
might
rate.
helping remedy the problem that is in front of us. A little
I
easier.
mean, I don't really believe that. Not sure why you would. I mean, the college has resources, but it's not like it has things that I don't already have at my disposal aside from utensils for teleportation, which doesn't exactly help us in combat. We might be able to find scrolls and things like that, but I don't exactly have, again, the resources to copy them down into my spell book. I mean, going to the college is a goal of mine, to get resources so we can teleport, so we can leave this hellhole and go after, what were they, gems or stones on a map to these objects. I don't know. There's this whole conceited plot of releasing a barrier to an unknown city, and it's stealing the planet's life force. It's very all complicated and convoluted. I've honestly forgotten a lot of it while we've been here. It feels like we've been here forever.
Chad, I can't remember if I let the group know about what that druid told me.
You did. You did, Smokey.
Correct.
That was months ago. I just feel that I think we're putting ourselves in more danger than we need to. It's just a concern. I'm not saying that we should stop what we're doing, but it's just something to think about.
I mean,
I figured that if we can get into the college a little covertly, get some resources to kind of protect ourselves a little better.
well, I will again reiterate that the college is not a central building. It is a series of buildings with several entrances all over,
See,
and getting
I'm
onto the
trying
college
to-
grounds.
I
We can
don't
get
know-
onto the
I don't
college
know if
grounds
we're being used
covertly.
properly. I really
We
don't
can-
know what-
We can be covert, but if there are things blocking entrances, we don't really have a choice but to fight them.
All right, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I
That's
guess
all
we're
there
going
is
to the
it,
college.
really.
I just figured I'd make my concerns known. I'm not trying to.
They've been
dissuade
heard.
anybody. Not trying to dissuade anybody. Just figured I'd make my concerns known to the person that I thought would have the most sense in this whole situation since Atos is gone.
Now I'm just gonna fucking troll.
I'm so happy that you have such confidence in me to come to me second.
With that, Drake will just walk off.
Kenzie will actually laugh at that. Go back to reading by the fire. I don't have anything else. So if anybody else has something to do, you guys are more than welcome.
So you can imagine having.
I ain't got shit to do except smoke grass.
How about you put out a comp?
I'm currently working on my next album. I'm hoping that it will woo the likes of my bar lady. So it's real artistic experience going on over here.
Weren't you working on instruments too?
What?
Weren't you working on a new instrument too or something?
Yeah, and I'm conferring with my little buddy over here.
Champ the dog.
Yeah, he fucks. So, if you guys listen, when you guys least expect it, you're gonna hear the new age
Drop some tracks.
of the Palmer sound. So,
The Palmer experience.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, sneaking into colleges and stuff. Yeah, y'all keep it up.
Chad, before I head to bed, is there anybody around the camp that looks like they may be proficient in the Druidic arts?
No.
I know a thing or two about plants.
More, naturally foresty areas, and there's way too much people and population around here.
Yeah, hey, you want me to ask the plants? Cause I can.
Are there any rangers around?
I'm just gonna roll through with it anyway. Palmer asks the plants, and the plants shrug. Rangers.
Plants don't know shit about anything, he says.
Kind of the same situation, but not so much. There are like hunters around, particularly the half orcs. There seem to be a couple of like hunter tribes that live in Railsburg that work the area, and you can find them. But as with most rangers, they're a little bit standoffish, and I mean they don't like run you off, but they're not super inviting.
That's fine. I'll make my presence known anyway. I just want to trade it with them if possible.
They unfortunately have little to nothing of value to trade outside of some spare arrows and things like that.
We had the dragon scales, buds.
No, I'm saying the hunters don't have anything.
Oh, we had that.
You guys have tons of shit of interest. Yeah, sure, but no, those guys. Most of their like last 6 months has been pretty much just a constant rotation of going and hunting and finding and like bringing back supplies and anything they can to help keep the city going. They're pretty much your frontline workers. So they're exhausted and pretty well run down on all of their resources aside from what they need to just go out and hunt. Nobody's offering anything magical or mysterious up for trade.
What season are we in?
It is January, so it is winter.
This is winter here.
Yeah, we talked about this a while ago when you got to Railsburg. We can hit it again real quick. Brenzlagen in general has some pretty chill winters. Or Brenland in general has some pretty chill winters. Brenzlagen, like the city of Brenzlagen, barely ever even necessarily seeing snow, and doesn't really happen here a whole lot either. Cold and chilly, but the worst part of the winter is definitely in Dorotis and south and like the mountains in the center area. Otherwise, you're just dealing with your standard issue cold, sea breeze and wind.
Oh, I thought you were...
I was just wondering like, if game's getting tough, like probably because it's winter.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a possibility that what's going on in Railsburg could have something to do with the cold weather, but
All right, fishing. Goes back to fishing.
Ben's been fishing. Give me another dex check, I guess.
Fishing. Oh man, yikes!
This is the worst old boot you've ever seen, and it takes him like 8 hours to do it. So it's like practically midnight by the time he catches up.
Ben, what's your dex modifier?
I've just been rolling
Anybody
straight
else?
decks. I assume you wanted straight decks?
Yes.
Okay.
Being super agile and such does not necessarily mean that you automatically catch fish. It just means that you're good with your rod. On that note, does anyone have anything else to do in camp, or are we gonna move on?
Sounds like we're ready to move on.
I figure Flavia's busy with the food after hunting, so yeah, basically done.
Sounds like it. Then we shall long rest, and in the morning move our way back in.
Okay.
I always have to suppose there's a question because it's hard to get 6 people to say yes.
All right, we go towards the university. We're going new places.
new places.
We never
Nib
fully
and a
explored
I wonder what
slums.
I'll get to shoot with my bow this time.
We never fully explored slums too, right? We just dipped into it, or we were in it.
We've never been to Riverwalk.
You saw most of what Slums 2 has to offer. Clearing the slums at this point is pretty much down to the shitty midlife, unless you want to check out some of the other buildings. In,
Yeah, I'm wondering what side quest we forgot, what we haven't seen. If there's anything in that area that are on left. Anyway, we did.
In Slums 2, there is one large building that has not been checked out. But there's buildings all over the place. So
we'll figure that out later. University
I let
though.
the party
Back.
know about the or rather, I let the rest of the party know about the Medusas and stuff before.
Is the very large building that we haven't checked potentially full of liquor and whores?
I mean, any building is potentially full of liquor and whores.
I say we check out the very large building instead. Fuck the
Stay on
university.
target. We're going to the university. How about this? I heard a really good rumor that there are liquor and whores in the university, the village.
I've been to university. There's just books.
No, there's definitely liquor and whores at university.
I don't believe you. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm a thief. Why do you think I steal? Where do you think I'd rather steal from? A brewery or a university?
Oh, who has?
Brad, is it safe to knock off the church port off the bounty list?
Yes, it is. In fact. Okay.
Complete.
Well, this will be we will not make it farther than this tonight. I will tell you that much.
But yeah, I let
Wait,
I let
in
the
the
rest
market?
of the party know.
I know.
I let the rest of the party know about the Medusas and stuff. That they have
Trad, where is this that we just zoomed into? Because we were at the market area, and then now we're
Yes,
here.
this is the Riverwalk market area.
Riverwalk.
I know
You are
that.
entering the Riverwalk market.
Valley, interesting.
Purdue Valley.
So we got a pixel update.
Yes, there is some Stardew Valley. This is the most patchwork of them. There's a lot of stuff here I don't know where it's from, and some of it's not from anything aside from RPG Maker.
Move ahead.
So out in front of you, straight to the west, you see a single basilisk. There are also a couple of statues around. However, up in that northern part of the map, which is out of sight right now, there's no, it's definitely not quiet. You can hear a bit of clucking. Otherwise, that's about all you got right now.
Where's university?
ALS filter.
Ben moves forward quickly. And the left. He creeps up to the side of this item shop right here and finds it empty.
Yeah,
The rocket clunk, clunk. However, it's not only empty, but also somewhat ransacked and looted. Looks like it's been sorted through quite a bit.
Is there anything I can find? Roll investigation.
I will let you do that, but I will ask everybody else to stop moving until we finish it. Savia's already pushing it.
Everybody roll initiative.
Not yet. Go ahead with your investigation check in the item shop. Good.
That's going to be a 12. So
A 12. That is not. Hang on. Let's see. I'm just gonna out of curiosity. This is gonna be
only roll high when it doesn't matter.
Ben, are you rolling a 12 or are you rolling?
I rolled a 10. I have a 2 in investigation. I have a 12.
Ben finds a single low-level healing potion, but it's something.
Damn, that's actually high. I'm gonna be fucked. That's dope.
That is the 2d4 plus 2 variety.
That's dope.
All right, back to the rest of you.
It's all right. 2d4 plus 2 though.
Basilisk way out to your left has not
Gain
seen
5
you.
HP.
He's snuffling around on the ground, maybe looking for
It's maybe
something to eat,
7.
or you're not really sure what basilisks do in the wild at all, or Palmer gets his first look at a single cockatrice up there in the general past stalls.
Wait, what about Palmer?
Palmer has moved forward enough to be able to see a single cockatrice. It picks around on the ground.
I say nothing.
Say
Palmer says
nothing. Oh, lovely. All right, keep going.
Bubba,
Back to the rest
I
of
got
you. if you would like to move
$1,000
forward
to
or,
wear
or
this
whatever.
for a week. Would you be mad?
Nibs creeps up.
I'm waiting.
Actually,
I'm
you can
fucking.
money throws on me.
Nick gets yelled at being in front all the time, so he's not doing it.
I just
think
don't
the
want
problem is
anybody
never
to.
that Nibs is in front at the beginning of fights. I think the problem is that Nibs runs to the front as fights begin.
Yeah, homie, the cockatrice
I
not
won't give
doing
you
nothing.
$1,000,
So it's
but
like
probably
whatever,
kiss
you
you.
know.
He's just picking at the ground like chickens do. You know,
Oh, I
chickens with like dragon
have-
wings and scales or whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah,
Ain't no thing.
I definitely.
He
Yes.
really
I'll
leans
ask the
deep
rest-
into cockatrices are basically chickens.
I'll ask the rest of the group if they think I should send Silas up a little further ahead to check this out.
Something. We need to.
You think
We're
they can
dragging
find
here, guys.
something?
We're just mulling around. I know there's stuff there.
Fucking
We should be
Adam.
careful. But that's
Sorry, Mustang. Need
Silas
more
looks like
offline.
he's already.
Sorry, Mustang.
I'll throw him up another 50.
Let's just
throw him
do
up
me,
another
Must.
50 feet to a safe distance.
Did the lazy American version.
And have him just fly around and.
Well,
So-
Okay, I have a question, Tread, because I think this is something that
I just think it's.
I've had a little trouble with Silas whenever I send him ahead in situations like this. I don't have vision with him.
yeah, I know, because I generally try to just tell you what it, you know, what he is seeing, but I can actually just fix that right now too. Now that said, I'm about to turn on your vision.
This would all be this would all be knowledge
yeah,
that Silas has. And
vision. That should be it. There we go. You should be able to see now. You can see now, can't you?
no.
No, really? Oh, okay. Why didn't that work? That should have worked. Has vision, right? Okay. Well, regardless, as I try to fix this, I can still lay the setting for you. Silas flies off up and ahead of the party, and as he gets up into maybe, I guess you'd say, vision of whatever might be up there, you hear a pretty nasty sounding shrieky scream kind of noise. And the noise up there to the north gets quite a bit bit louder. If there is light, you should be able to see. Actually, it's really weird.
There's a cockatrice.
Well, then I can simply. Oh, you know what I can do? Screenshot it and show you. Though we're going to be rolling initiative in a second anyway. Yeah, I'll just make it simple. Just go ahead and why don't we just start rolling initiative?
All right.
Boogie.
Where you are. I just need to.
Other than that nat 20, the game just has decided that I'm not going to get good initiative.
I'm very surprised at this situation unfolding.
How so?
I could have swore the cockatrice meant no harm.
Yeah, cockatrices are
Might
known
not be.
for activity and not.
But alas, here we are.
They are completely like they're like
It
mad.
doesn't even matter where my turn is now. I don't do anything physical anymore.
What?
Contract. What you talking about?
Homie said manatees of the chicken.
Manatees of the chicken. What the fuck?
The chicken manatees.
Chicken.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you want to
yeah,
reevaluate what
yeah.
you're trying to say here, Larry? Or
I mean what I
or
said.
Smokey? Smokey, check your Discord in a second. It's not there yet. I'm lagging a bit because I'm so zoomed out. That's about what Silas sees. There it is. Cow. Things are moving a little bit because things have reacted since being able to see Silas, but not.
Oh, they can see Silas?
Yeah, it's a bird flying out from behind a building up in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty obvious that something weird's going on.
Oh.
He certainly ain't invisible.
Oh, okay. And this is all knowledge that Silas has?
Yup, which is therefore transferred to you, and you can go ahead and tell the party as I roll some initiative orders.
Would I know what those big things are?
I don't know.
Can I roll for that?
Sure.
Fucking I don't know.
For combat?
Call it survival. Yeah, survival, why not? Yeah, this seems like a survival moment.
Okay.
I hear yikes. What the fuck is that?
20.
Sure,
Oh.
you recognize what the Gorgon looks like.
Oh no, we got organs.
You also, weirdly enough, recognize what it looks like when a Medusa is riding on top of a Gorgon.
Oh, fuck, we got Medusa riders. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Ken, you
What
still
the
got another
fuck, roll
potion,
20?
right?
I'm sorry.
You still got another potion, right? Just in case things start going south.
Like healing?
No, I mean the stone the skin potion.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Because we got organs and those can. I like with that roll. Would I know what organs are capable of?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll pull out my little my monster manual and flip to the page that has organ on it and relay to Kenzie and possibly Palmer if he's listening that Gorgons have the ability to turn into stone by looking at us.
Do I have to look back?
Is that accurate?
No. Gorgons are not turned to stone by looking at them.
I was
I'll
like
get
biting
in 1
or
second
slash.
as I bring up the character sheet. Look out for charges, and it has a petrifying breath.
That's what I'm at.
It does not have the possibility of like an insta petrify like the Medusa though.
Yeah,
At worst
If possible, just keep your distance when facing the Gorgon. And...
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Melee fighters, keep your distance. Sure. Yay.
Hey, I'm not the one that told you to go into this madness with a
I ain't
without
going
a ranged
anywhere.
weapon, Nibs.
I'm a monk. What
I've told you 3 times to buy a sling.
Yeah, Flavia just gives Nibs a look like, are you still trying to argue this?
I'm sorry. I really have to point out, I don't mean it seriously. Like I think it would do anything. I just think you should have a sling.
Give me like 1 level, 2 levels. I get a Hadouken. God damn it. All right. So here's the thing. Can I climb up this?
Nibs is hearing approaching noises from the north, but can see nothing.
Can I climb up this or no?
These stands? No, not so much. It's not a.
Then I'm gonna go back here. Ben, little help.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I lied. You can go right ahead and climb up on top of those.
I mean, I'm just gonna run up it. Is it? If not, I'm gonna.
You're just going up the poles and standing on top of the fabric. I was gonna say the fabric can't support you, but you're a halfling. You weigh nothing.
Can I? Well then, can I get some vision here, bud?
I'm trying. There.
Oh. Yeah. There's a few of them here. Okay. I will throw my spear at this thing right here.
I don't think the scale splitter will work on them.
What?
To throw it out there to the cockatrice, I did put the cockatrices on as a group for initiative.
Are Gorgons
Damn it!
scaled?
Why did it do that?
Gorgons are not scaled, however, cockatrices are. And you do not hit it though. You do not hit the scale side of it. You do hit the cockatrice.
No, I hit cockatrice are scaled?
Yep. They're part lizard.
Cockatrices are scaled. Gorgons are not.
Yeah, cockatrices are, which is kind of funny. Think of them like one step between like it's like chicken to like T-Rex. They're like in the middle of that spectrum.
Like I said, I'm leaning to the chicken side of it, like for mannerism, but
8. I will use my bonus action to retract it. Fuck it, I'll throw it again.
Did you recharge your spear?
at this point it should be fully recharged, I believe.
Yeah, for 11.
Alright. It is not quite dead, but nearly.
And I will scurry back down. Or I'll. Okay.
The riders are not. Oh, you can. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll move up here then. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I understand what your problem is because the vision is preventing you from the vision lines.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be
try to be on top of that line. There.
I don't want to be in sight line. I don't want to be in sight line. So I'll be
You
down.
don't want to be in sight line. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You can't see them from there.
I run up the wall. And I go.
So the Medusas, who are riders, who are currently almost all rolled the exact same initiative, they don't actually take turns until they're up closer. They're gonna.
Do I have your phone number? I don't. Oh, did you place an order? Okay.
Trying to.
I'm sorry. I was dealing. I forgot to
So
post
there is an
stuff.
approach by this mounted.
I forgot to post
Mounted
and
Medusa,
send an email
but
to
no
the
further than
developers
there.
of the Calico game, just thanking them for the opportunity to play their game
Slight
and
approach.
letting them know I'm okay if they want to use
Slight
any of my
approach.
content for
Drake, you're
promotional
going to be taking the
material.
next turn in just a moment. Approach.
Hey Bubba, did you know the people that made that kitty cat game? Oh god, hold on. I didn't have the camera off. It's fine.
Is there?
Did you know that the people that made
The
people that made the kitty cat game?
Oh, plenty.
Eerie?
No. All of the cockatrices have to
on
take
the
a
other side
turn.
of the
The third Gorgon and its rider has to take a turn. Sorry, all the cockatrices, that one, and then the basilisk that's all the way to your left. Still isn't really reacting.
I'm
heavily.
second to last in this turn over there.
Oh, all the
It's all good.
pieces have,
Hey, how much do you think your phone number is worth?
The basilisk rolled a nat one.
What?
Yep, because I gave it a -2. The
Why is
basilisk rolled a nat
Sankey
one. It's
weird?
literally -1 in the turn order. And I said, yeah, all the cockatrices are together on the turn order at 8.
Alright. Kenzie, what do you think? Bear or unicorn?
I'm not there.
I'm
Not
right
in your
next
head.
to you.
I'm in your head. I'm not in your head. It's totally up to you.
I'm not.
Don't ask me.
Sorry, that's pretty golden. I'm not
I like
there.
that. I was trying to be, facetious, but I'm not in your head. Like I don't know what your other plans are. I don't know what you're trying to do. I haven't even moved yet, and I'm not going to be moving for probably another. I'm probably not going to be able to move tonight. So, do what you think is best. We don't know how long the fight's going to last, so that's all I'll say.
I don't know. You're buying your silence now. Sorry, you're buying my silence.
Can't see anything on the map. Oh, see if I can.
Can you? Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh. Sure, I'll give you line of sight on that. Why not? It's mostly a function of how I've set up the lines, but it's fine. You can totally see that cock. Sure.
That one has not.
I have the range. The,
Well,
I really don't
longbow?
want to get up for work.
with the long
He uses active
60
dash,
feet.
I think.
That's 60 feet.
No, a longbow has 120 feet, 200
It's
plus.
100, isn't it 180, 360?
Yeah, it's crazy. Longbows are.
I don't think he's trying to use his longbow.
Oh, he's trying to use a spell.
I would know.
Okay,
It's the only weapon I've used the
longbow
past
is long-
fucking 2 months.
It's longbow.
Yeah, possibly. But
Up to 200.
Spike Growth has a range of 150 feet.
This is the first map that you can't automatically shoot across with a longbow. This is over 200 feet wide.
I'm gonna do something a little crazy. All right. I'm going to take a rose out of my pack and just with my gloved hand, I'm going to snip the bud off, toss it in the direction, toss the stem in the direction of the cockatrice, and cast Spike Growth.
I don't know. To be fair, I have a lot of addresses and phone numbers.
Okay.
That's Spike Growth.
20 foot, thought so. Centered on the cockatrice?
Centered on the cockatrice, yes.
For $1,000 a week, Reliant, you can make me wear a really nice dress and thigh highs.
Hard spikes and thorns burst out of the ground for 20 feet around the cockatrice, and it becomes difficult to move in. Bonus action?
Yeah, that's my turn. I use my
Oh,
bonus
it is
action to dash.
Balmer.
I want to try to eat a neon, anything that's like pointing its way towards us.
I would like to move 30 feet to this position here. And shoot the whoop. Give me 1 second. So what is the second number is so first number is disadvantage, second number is not at all, right?
No. Second number is as far as you go with disadvantage. First number is you can go to just normal.
Yeah, I mean like after the first number it's disadvantage, after the second not at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot the whoop. All right, I'm just gonna
I
pop
grab
a
my
shot
guitar
at
real quick.
disadvantage with my hand crossy. Good day, ho ho ho! Skadoosh!
That's a solid shot. For a solid amount of damage.
I'm gonna snipe this hoe, and then I'm gonna look to Drake and be like, "You see that motherfucker? That's how it's done," and inspire him to also do dang snipes.
You think we take that?
I don't think you have a choice. Silence is
What's my
turning off.
inspiration?
Silas will move in the direction. It's 75 feet from here. I want him to stay a safe distance away from all the combat, but I want him to like still like do some looking around the area and make sure things are copacetic. Actually, I'll just keep him where he's at and have him do a circular scan.
How far away does he get from where he is for that circular scan? It actually matters.
As far as he can
Look,
see.
can you trace the scan? Like, can you grab him and like trace the circle he takes?
What is the okay? So to answer that question, how far can a human see? Because a bird can see about twice that.
Well, it's not about how far you can see. I'm asking to see where Silas flies. Like, I know how far he can
Oh
see.
no, he's staying put.
I thought you said he takes the circular, like, oh, so he just stays in place and just turns around in a circle?
Kind of just doing a scan of the area.
Okay, if he's just staying more or less in place, he doesn't see anything more than what you've seen already.
Okay, that's his turn.
Dan!
Can I climb up this building here?
You can try.
Okay, what you want me to
Doesn't
roll?
seem like the hardest thing you've ever attempted.
What you want me to roll?
What do we usually do? Acrobatics or athletics? Sounds right.
It's athletics if it's sheer. There's nothing really to jump off of.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Athletics.
9.
Nope, you don't make it. It's not quite so bad as you fall and you hurt yourself, but you do use about half your movement in the failed attempt.
Can I shoot it from here?
If you can see it, sure.
Okay. 23.
Trad, as a note, any creature that doesn't see me cast spike growth at the time of it casting just sees the area as camouflaged to look natural.
Interesting. Okay.
And they have to make a perception. They have to make a perception check against my spell save DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it.
Okay.
Any creatures that can't see the area at the time of the spell, not the caster.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Fortunately, actually, all of the creatures up there, everybody on initiative order except for the basilisk saw that. They could see that space when you cast those.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
No, it was good to point out though. It was worth saying. But yes, Ben, to come back to you, yes, you can see and take shots.
23.
Hits.
I'll do 12 damage. Extra attack is actually going to be a crit on a 19.
That is almost certainly going to kill, but go ahead.
It's only going to do 10.
Ben's second arrow takes the cockatrice's head clean off. You've never seen an arrow decapitate something before.
Cool. And my turn.
It's like Princess Mononoke.
And maybe you have seen an arrow decapitate something before. Man.
Actually, can I hide real quick as my bonus action behind the statue? 21.
All right, that is not a bad hide. Flavia.
So, the only enemies I can see are this guy way over here, and this cockatrice down here.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot at this cockatrice. Or no, I'm gonna shoot at the basilisk farther away.
Would you like to rage?
Not yet.
There's no point with ranged weapon, I don't think.
Yeah, it's an attack. It's still stayed. He rage attack. He rage bows. Rage bowing.
Well, he doesn't rage bow anything with a 10 and a 9.
Yeah.
Rage
Both of your
bow.
arrows sail harmlessly across and past the basilisk and land in the water.
So yeah, technically a ranged attack would mean I would keep my rage. So I guess I will.
Just for shits and giggles, Flavia, give me a stealth roll to see if the basilisk noticed or not. Fair enough. He did not notice 2 arrows that went whizzing past him.
I must have been my imagination. Oh. NPCs in every game.
He's hungry. I don't know what you want from me. He's having trouble finding something to eat out here in the dirty ass boardwalk.
Hey.
Mas or
Not
no?
wrong.
That's it. Action, bonus action. Let's move.
All right. Roll the dice. Okay, 3. So 3 of these cockatrices move forward. This one's actually really stupid. It doesn't know anything about actually both of these now that I noticed that I moved into the green area. They don't actually even understand what's going on with them. They still have to deal with the spike growth, which is
You mean that guy?
2d4?
2d4, yeah. For every 5 feet that it travels.
Cockatrices are really beyond stupid. So they both make it into the range, take their 2d4, and then like hop back out, and it's like for just ends of movement. You wanna roll that damn?
Carson Wentz wants out of Philadelphia if he's not named starting quarterback. Bad news.
Kenzie, you can pretty much go ahead and take your turn. I've just got a little bit more cockatrice to move.
Fucking suck it up,
Although-
Buttercup.
Nibs would know if you can. No, Nibs can't see any of this, can he?
What's up?
No, you can't. You said you positioned yourself specifically. So
Oh,
you
yeah, no,
cannot
I
see
can't.
what's
No,
going on.
I mean,
Okay, that was it.
I can see it on the map.
Yeah, but you can't. You yourself can't see it. But I was going to describe more if you could. You can't. And Kenzie, I'm guessing you just moved and stopped.
I just dashed. I literally can't do anything else. I can't see anything within range.
Basilisk Buddy moves left a little bit. He's still just stumbling around the ground for food. Nibs.
We didn't do nothing.
All right, I will.
The ones who are riding ready actions or do something like they're ready for their ride to take them someplace. They're not dismounting or doing anything else.
Okay, well, bonus action, retrieve my skill splitter, and then this is gonna be bad. So I'm gonna come
I
here.
probably did it. Did I ever say how long the fucking chain is on that thing?
Nope.
you're like 40, 50 feet away from it. You just suck
No,
it down.
like right here. I'm assuming it's like the first range. It has to be at least the range I can throw it, right?
No, you're right. You're right. Like I'm okay with leaving it totally open-ended of having no range. It's funny to me because
I don't have the strength to climb things. Apparently, I'm athletic, but I
The
can't.
chain grows, kind of thing. You know?
It's magical. Yeah, it's a magic chain. It's just
So I go here. I
try not to push that luck.
So do I get attacked? They can see me.
They can see you. Correct. You're fine. Continue.
I throw spears at these bitches. At this. Let's get let's go for the Medusa. Just fuck
For
them.
the rider. Okay.
Go for the rider. So I'm gonna throw 2 spears.
Oh shit! I just realized it's Christmas in 5 days.
That's more than 20 feet, isn't it? I mean,
23,
what do you want to say? 20? Like, is that too? Should I do disadvantage? Because it's 20.
Oh, it is more than 20 feet because you're up on the roof. Yeah, do disadvantage.
That's why I hate spears. Spears suck. Well, I mean, they still hit. Yep. 12, and then we'll go again. Advantage. 12.
As the spear first hits,
That's 14. Still probably not.
14 misses. You all hear a pretty otherworldly shriek after the first spear hits.
So I go back here and I go back to my hidey hole.
Nibs hides over on the other side of the roof again.
I mean, he's doing a good job of keeping his distance, like I advised.
You ain't wrong. This is one of those maps that's just a little bit too big for Roll20 to happen. Oh, did I just back out somehow? How the fuck did I manage that? Alright, hang on.
Yeah, based on that screenshot you sent me, this is a huge map.
Well, you can see how big it is, even if not being able to see it all. You can see the size of the JPEG at least. But yes, a little. All right, we're almost logged back in. Flavia, you might want to pop up your character sheet. You're going to have to make a roll of some kind here in a minute. I want to say it's a strength roll, maybe a con or save, though.
Yeah, I have it up.
Okay. Just as soon as I load back in. So basically, the Gorgon, one of the Gorgons here is going to charge its way on forward, and upon encountering Flavia, is going to take the Gore attack. Gorgons have a little bit of extra functionality if they attack after making a move. We're almost there.
You're raging, right, Flavia? So you get advantage on strength checks?
Strength, yes.
Alright, so, from around the corner comes charging this Gorgon with its Medusa screaming in fury on top of it. Medusa has a ready attack, but the Gorgon goes first. I'm still loading in a little bit here, so I'm kind of trying to pad it out a little bit. So the rest of you see this kind of like, this sort of stone, almost metallically clad, it looks a lot like a bull. But as it breathes, and not just from its nose, but from like all the cracks in its skin and from around it, you see this green kind of gassy, just seeping out all over the place. It doesn't look like the healthiest kind of thing to be even necessarily near.
I know what picture you used for that Gorgon.
I try to choose carefully. What is that one from? I sort of recognize that picture.
That's D&D Beyond.
Is it? Sure, okay. Oh, my connection to the server's been interrupted. That's cool. Okay, I'm back. And then, okay. That was not the right one thing. I clicked the wrong thing. Well? That's unfortunate. Well, the Gore misses. There we go. And then I'm almost loaded in here. So make your strength check, a strength check for me. Strength saving throw, Flavia. At advantage, because whatever.
A natural 20 and a natural 1 into a natural 20 on the opposite end. You hate to see it as a DM.
So Flavia is not knocked prone and does not therefore get the hook's attack. So it is a nat 1 and a total whiff on all fronts. However, I still get to take the attack of or the ready attack from the Medusa atop. Which is only 1, right? You can't ready a multi-attack, right?
Decided no.
One attack.
Say again?
Decided
One
no.
attack.
It's one attack.
Okay, I thought so. And because of it raging, there's going to be +2 to this roll, which is still not the fuck enough. Alright, Flavia does a great job of withstanding the initial charge of the Gorgon.
You said that the Medusa had a ready to action, right?
It did. It was the short sword attack, which missed.
Oh.
And it is 9:01 by my clock, so I believe we have to be done, right?
I'm okay.
I see Roy nodding.
I don't like this. This is bad. This is very bad. I feel every encounter just feels like, oh my god, this is gonna be really bad.
I haven't seen a single enemy except the whatever this thing is running away from me. So
no, there's 3 Gorgons.
I can't see them. So
I know, but yeah, no, there's a lot. There's
now I can see one. Never mind. I'm sorry. It's right in front of Flavia.
Races. I think there's 4 now. 'Cause one's dead.
That's correct.
And then the Basilisk. Hopefully he stays over there and plays nice for a bit.
Unless people keep attacking him and letting him know what's going on.
Yeah, that's just
Although
another-
it's already getting noisy now, so you might notice sooner than later.
I don't want to. I really want to tell you, Roy, but like I think Trad would kill me if I shared this screenshot with you.
You have the freedom to tell anybody what you see on that. And if showing them a screenshot is the easiest way to describe what you see, then you can do that. But before everybody bounces off for the night, is anybody out next week for holiday weekend?
Nope.
Nah, I'm around.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna be out of town for the next 2 weekends.
Oh my god, are you
the next 2? Okay.
Yeah, the next 2. I'll be doing Christmas with her family this weekend, and then Christmas with my family the following.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Do we want to take a break for those 2 weeks and just call it holiday break?
What?
I mean, we can always have somebody else play Palmer, but I think I much prefer.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy job. You just, especially if you want to smoke the Ripper, then the game plays itself.
I think this is the perfect time for a Ripper. Like, this might need the Ripper. I wouldn't be surprised. If it's up to you, Palmer.
What?
This might get hairy, especially with those Gorgons. Don't fuck around with that breath.
Hey man, you'll have to find out next episode.
Palmer, with your blessing, we will carry on the next 2 weeks while you're gone.
That's fine with me, man.
All right. Then that's up to the rest of you. If you want to take the break, we can take the break. Otherwise, Palmer is fine with it, and we will just trade off on who Palmer's. And I guess we'll figure that out on Discord over the next week. But otherwise,
I have no life, and I don't do anything, and I don't leave my house.
As far as I know, I'm good. I start vacation next week, so I should just be around.
Does that mean we can run later next weekend?
I technically should be able to, because I don't have work starting this Wednesday is my first day of vacation, and I'm back to work January 6th.
Okay. So we could maybe go late the next 2 weekends, if I understand that time.
That would be the idea, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's also on everybody else and how we feel, but
Yeah, I'm good with
Man,
that.
unless my boyfriend wants to do something on that day.
Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah.
Neat.
All right.
Then, in that case, we will call it for the night, and we'll all reconvene on Sunday. Good game, guys.
Good game.
Okay.
Game.
Goodbye.
Later, homies.
Later, everyone.
I guess it's you and me now.
I have finally one more fucking thing to put up on the regional Brenzlagen map.
Oh god, it's twat.
So this is the third of 4 major combats for what I would consider major combats for Railsburg.
That's what I figured.
Third of 4 major. That doesn't mean there aren't more than that coming. Still,
Oh, I figured as much.
And it also doesn't speak to anything happening outside of Railsburg. But yeah, no, I feel like this is one of the larger ones right now.
No
I'm
doubt.
excited to see if you guys manage to cheese your way through it or not.
I don't know. No, all I can do is shoot my bow. I do have a very interesting idea on how to get back up, though.
I don't think you are limited to your bow. These Gorgons, the only way they can petrify, they don't have like an AoE like natural around them. They have a breath attack. And the Medusas you're fighting are the ones that have only like a really short petrification range. At least the ones who are riding them.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, definitely always going to be safer for you to hang back, but I don't think it's necessarily the only
Required.
option you have.
Yeah, I'm just feeling kind of like...
Particularly not as it they start to close down your backline.
Yeah, no, it's just I've done the same thing for 5 sessions. I'm starting to burn myself out a little bit. But it is what it is. You have to balance the game, so I can't just fucking destroy everything you throw at me.
The church was balanced like that. You didn't have to long range on that. You
Yeah, it just made sense though.
No problem.
I think the biggest thing is just lack of movement for me right now.
Well, actually, this is a pretty... I didn't even think... Dude, neither of us thought about that. You have your fucking wings. You could have just flown on top of that building.
Yeah, I know. I felt like that would be a very cheesy way to unveil it, though.
Oh, sure, okay. I didn't even think about that. I just...
Like, it'd be like... Alright, wow. I don't know. I wanted to save it for something exciting. You know me. I'd fucking go through a game with fucking... I did the entire Final Fantasy 12 plat % playthrough and refused to use any elixirs just so I could use 3 in trials %, having 12, knowing I could do it. I was like, just in case.
Yeah, okay, so it's at least right for the character. The character, which is you.
It's right for me. Fucking...
Yep. Well, good game. I'm gonna hop off.
Alright, go ahead. Have a good night, brother. Thank you much.
See you around, bud. Later, chat.
See ya.